With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, repairing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil. With so much time to kill, he promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The streams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money he earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once clicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are slow machine. He's snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun, his shadows can't see if powers making feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of Collis cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and awareness in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Sunday the 31st of March 2024, the final day of the month, and of course it's the Easter Sunday as well, and I am joined by two special guests on this robust Easter Sunday. I am joined by D-Dog and Vega, so welcome to the stream guys, and I hope you're all doing well this fine Easter.
Oh yes, well it's April Fool's Day where I am, but yeah.
Man,
what was it? We've had a lot this weekend.
Joke's on us then, I guess.
And I slept, so quit telling me to go to bed.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're awake when you
Again,
start.
really?
It's just
Brody, come on.
It's just one
He's
of those
been to
things.
bed.
I mean, I know it's just one of those things where nobody else is like, okay, so you were 2 for 4 for being conscious, so you're now 2 for 5. 3 for 5, sorry,
yeah.
For being conscious during bingos, which is all good. So there we go. Navy Vet for Life says go to bed, lol. And so the Sky says bye, have you got go to bed, says Jurity. Yeah, you're getting totally go to bed. Of course, the one big thing you'll be concerned of course, is that you have failed to win a bingo so far every time you've been on. And as D-Dog, you've been on sometimes individually, D-Dog. Have you ever won a bingo, Full House, or?
No. Came close, but no cigar.
So you actually may have more of a losing streak than Aviga does in the grand scheme of things.
That's correct.
There you go. So I mean, we're all making fun of Aviga for being like 0-4, but I don't think D-Dog's been on like 1 or 2 times himself individually. So that's like what?
Yeah.
So that's like how many times have you been on a D-Dog? I'm not sure. Has that been?
Coming up to this will be my 7th run, I guess.
Bloody
Yeah.
hell, 7. So you've gone 6-0 or 0-6 for fucking failing to get the full house. Bloody hell.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean today could be a day though. Today could be a day where you guys can get a full house and finally end the streak, the losing run, you know, and everything else, you know. So who knows? We are ready to go essentially.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, as I said, I was a bit late to start. I mean, I had the stream going for a good while there, but I deal with a whole bunch of stuff in behind the scenes as well and everything else, you know. I goes just trying to get dinner sorted, you know what I mean. And I got my dinner sitting here, untouched, ready to be consumed. But of course, the bingo comes first. We'll get the bingo going, and then I'll start stuffing my face in between. But yeah. Before we can do all that though, before I can get to stuff my face, we need to actually get the bingo going and get a card picked for today. And that requires us to pick a number. And Vega has requested, of course, that he is not to pick a number. He does not want to pick the number for this bingo card.
I'm not trusting myself with it.
There we go. He doesn't want the responsibility. So D-Dog is down to you, pal, for picking a number instead.
Okay, yeah, no, we discussed this yesterday. And we're going to do Star Wars 1313. 1313. Mm-hmm.
And here we are.
The failed cartoon and video game series.
And this is today's
Not a bad
bingo.
idea.
This is looking good so far, I think. I'll be quick look at it now, and it looks good. We need Phil to do the following. We need him to touch his ear, him make a weird noise, him saying business, allow me to explain, and him doing some scat talk. The second row is Phil bumping the microphone, him saying no exaggeration, chill, people saying, and meaningful. The third row is Phil giving a years ago story, him discussing politics, him pausing the stream, live pausing the stream so we can do some random daft shit, whatever, off, unrecorded. Him giving a good old prayer hands to the chat, and him saying contributions. The fourth row is Phil saying, oh, by the way, feedback, members, and schedule. And the fifth and final row is Phil saying help. Him mocking his own chat. Him saying that being said, shout to that being said, by the way, and they went and redirected their viewers over here, so big ups to them. Him making that annoying T sound.
T.
And finally, him saying tips. So this is a bingo card for today's show, and hopefully we can be getting our first full house for D-Dog and Aviga, together. They'd never had a full house yet as a guest on the bingo. And of course, if they manage to get a full house here, 25 out of 25, that will increase our bingo prize fund up to $210. And wherever... So, yeah, exactly. But as well as that, today is the day, after the bingo is finished, we actually fucking do a marble race to determine who gets to fucking win that prize. So there you go, today's the day we're going to find out who gets to claim it. Of course though, if you guys want to have a chance of getting that prize, claiming that prize, you've got to make sure you've left a comment on a community post which is linked in the description of this live stream. If you've not yet done that, then do it before the end of bingo, or you're not going to have a chance of winning that bingo prize. Remember, it's currently at $185. We win today, it goes up to $210. But regardless, that bingo prize fund is getting claimed today. So yeah, hopefully we can get over a $200 mark. That'll be very nice. Now, of course, there's a variety of ways for us to get free spaces in a bingo card. Just see for you. For example, if Phil snorts or burps 10 times before he starts recording for his shitty react content, then that gives us all a free space. And if we also get 100 likes on this bingo stream before I finish playing bingo, not only that gives a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate 100 likes. So there you go, you guys are in direct control of one of the ways for us to get a free space, but the rest is controlled by Phil and his bizarre bodily functions. And a good start to likes as well, 53 likes and counting according to D-Dog, so on the chat.
Oh
there.
yeah.
So there we go, look at you counting away. Looking using both hands and everything to count. Look at you, smart boy. There we go.
So someone made good points, like free space if I pass out.
Yeah, I've seen that as well. Apparently Phil's chat, Nightbot's gone mental. Like, Nightbot is going crazy in his chat because no one's fucking talking.
Yes. Oh my Lord.
Phil's giving me good luck right now.
Yeah, and he was a wee bit cocky the other day there, wasn't he? You know what I mean? It was, look at me getting my first appearance on bingo and I get a full house. It's very simple and straightforward. Then he just looks at you going, well, why can't you do that? But there we go. Who knows? Hopefully we can get the win today. Yeah, I mean, yeah. As I said, you know, today's the day. We're going to win today. All right, we're going to win. Some rules.
I feel
a
a disturbance in the force. It will be strong towards us.
Yeah, I feel it's a day for flexibility today. Hopefully we can, a film, you know, even mentions politics in any capacity or whatever. If it talks about fucking garbage men or whatever, I might say that's part of politics. I don't know. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. You know what I mean? Let's see what Phil does and says. I think I've covered all the bases, not get jazzed. There's only one thing left to do before we begin the bingo, of course. Press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Hello there.
That was a bit pish. Let's try again.
Oh, well, yeah, see, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hello there. It's a wee short one. You want something better. Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off is a better one. There you go. But there you go. So I've done all that. Anything you guys want to say before we start bingo properly?
I'm good. What was it? May the force be with you, always.
But it's only fucking March.
It's not May 4 yet.
Or May 1st. Which one do you choose? May 4th or May 1st?
Well, you pick May the 4th, don't you? May the 4th be with you for the fucking pun of all. The 1st of May is just, you know, hooray, it's fucking May. Anyway, but on that fucking, you know, great note, let's just begin the fucking show. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking go.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Easter, and welcome to the show. On today's podcast, we'll be talking about two games that I started yesterday and ended up both being quite good, although I do have some interesting thoughts on each one and how to continue playing them in the future. Also, some schedule updates and the like. Today is a laid-back and chill React Sunday, so I hope you're ready to relax right here on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
And of course, we can skip his shitey intro and all that jazz. We have
The intro.
Yeah.
Nice.
Of course, the big question is, do we keep this bingo background picture? We already see Phil's face in that square, chill square. I like it. I don't know how the entire face is there in one wee square.
Yeah, it just barely fits.
It's like perfectly framed. But yeah.
It's very disturbing.
It really is. Do you want to randomize it? I can randomize it and we can get something different. It won't change.
I'm cool with it. You know, he's looking straight into my soul, but it's okay.
That's fine.
Just leave it. We'll just leave it as is. Okay, no worries.
We'll just leave it, yeah.
Oh, I went too far. We gotta go back, Mari. We gotta go back. Fuck it. I'm looking at the same change.
We're backing up.
Yeah. The sound I make whenever I fucking moonwalk.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Twilight Media Corp for the super chat. It says the camera is on May the 1st. Oh god, I completely forgot. May the 1st was fucking the camera.
That's why I was saying May the 1st.
Oh god damn it, I fucking slipped my mind.
Thanks Twilight for picking up the thing. Yay.
We don't talk about it.
So thank you Twilight Media Corp for that. Oh, gas reminder. And also thank you D-Dog for gifting 10 members. I forgot to mention it. So yeah, D-Dog gifted 10 members at the start of the stream before it was properly going. So congratulations to Sly Raccoon, Geist Chen the Grim, Into the Abyss, Gru, Baron von Kame, Eric Resner, Punished Mr. Darcy, Nasty Fripples, Whale Islander, and Paulo Vieira. Congratulations to all you guys for getting a membership from D-Dog, and remember to thank him for his kindness. Cheers D-Dog for gifting 10 members. It brings us up to 100.
If you really want to thank me, smash that like button.
Well, there we go. That's us up to 139 members, you know what I mean, which is crazy for me. I'm going to assume I have more members in DSP because he's too scared to share them. I think it's a very fair thing, a very fair outlook, isn't it? You know, if Phil was too ashamed to share what number of members he has, I'm going to assume I've got more. It's just, yeah, it's the only way I can see that. It's the only way I can think of that logically. So yeah, we have more members than DSP Gaming. Probably.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, good morning everyone. Today is Sunday, March 31st, 2024, which is a bunch of stuff. I'm Darkside Phil, and I welcome you here to the show. First of all, today is the last day of March. So that means tomorrow, we'll have a brand new setup behind me, fresh new feeling, and awesome games. Also, today is the day when I believe in Europe, many of you guys over there are changing your clocks. So I think, just like how 2 weeks ago, we in the United States sprung forward by an hour, I think you guys and gals might be doing it today. In which case, I very much wonder how many of you will be not on time for my streams today, right? Because I don't know how it affects things. If you went forward an hour.
Oh god, he's going to confuse himself with some pig math here, I think. Basically, things.
Yeah, but I like how he's worried about. Oh, you're not going to show up in time because it went forward 1 hour.
Oh god, it's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb.
Doesn't technically that mean that you would be getting up earlier?
Oh, for God's sake! On you go, Viga. What are you going to say?
Yeah, I was going to say. At least he didn't say Happy Daylight Savings Time for you Europeans out there.
Oh, God.
It's actually for the rest of the world, but you know,
it's
okay,
like,
just pick the Europeans there, Phil. Yeah.
It's so confusing. Why does he have to make this simple thing so confusing? Some people's clocks go back and forward before other people's, and it's as simple as that. For him, it's still the same time. But he's like, he has to confuse things so much. And it's no fucking play. Hold on. Anytime I fucking pause it and play it, I'll just fucking buffer, I guess. Hell. Start playing normally, Phil, for fuck's sake.
So you might have been early?
There you go.
I don't know. I hate the changing of the clocks to begin with. So if you're here, if you're from Europe and you're watching live, welcome. If you're watching this on demand, it doesn't affect you whatsoever, right? But also, today is Easter Sunday. And let me tell you, as I get older, it's really weird to even talk about holidays anymore. And here's why. You know, when you're a kid, you don't think about this. Well, as you get older, you realize holidays are so different for everybody, right? Like, for some people, today is Easter Sunday, a religious holiday. If you're a Christian, you celebrate that today is the day that after having been arrested, tortured, and essentially murdered by the government, Jesus Christ rose from the dead and shocked everybody. Like, a lot of people didn't believe that he was the Son of God, and, you know, in your religious beliefs, you believe...
I just love how he fucking talks with it like it's a fucking magic trick. You know?
You mean like the Rowan Atkins skit?
Yeah, he was essentially...
Jesus was an all-round entertainer?
And then everybody turned around and they were shocked. And they saw the Lord before them. And they applauded in great wonder. And said, how the hell did you do that? Sorry.
Just love how he's like, by the government. I'm like, what? Is this politics now?
I mean,
Or is it religion?
I'm taking
Burger.
I'm taking it. Also, years ago story because when you're a kid.
Burger.
Yeah, I'm taking these. I'm
Yeah.
being super flexible today with things. I'm taking borderline things are getting ticked.
He rose from the dead today, and it's a momentous day in the Christian religion, correct? Okay. But for other people, today is the day when a giant cartoonish anthropomorphic rabbit jumps around, shoving chocolate and candy down children's throats, painting eggs and throwing them at people. You know, just like
Somebody
Christmas, where
shoves chocolate down people's throats. Wait, what? When did this happen?
Oh god, is Phil going to fucking go on an angry tirade against a fucking Easter bunny? It's like
God almighty.
symbolic, Phil. It's like fucking Santa as well for Christmas. It's a symbolic kind of thing. Oh god.
And also, I rose from the dead because I'm not dead dog anymore, even though it says that in the title card.
I don't understand Phil's logic with this.
Nerdia, I'm fucking baffled.
eggs and throwing them at people. You know, just like Christmas, where for some people, Christmas is the birth of Jesus Christ. And for others, it's the day when a giant fat man without your permission comes down your chimney, invades your home, and leaves you gifts, but also eat your milk and cookies. Like, what?
You don't eat milk, you fucking dork.
Then to escape before the cops show up
Oh,
and jumps
but
in the
Phil
sled and he
does.
flies away with flying reindeer. Like, what? Where does this shit come from? I wonder who actually made this stuff up originally. I mean, someone really was on something to think up these ideas. But again, when you're a kid, you don't think about any of that. You're like, oh, it's just a holiday and it's fun and there's going to be all kinds of stuff. We're going to maybe celebrate with the family over here, celebrate, maybe do some religious stuff over here. We're going to have some food today. We're going to do this and that. You know what I'm saying? And like, you grow up, you're like, what the hell? It's like, hey, look, here comes Peter Cottontail hopping down the bunny trail. Hey, kid, have some chocolate. Whoop, shove it in his mouth. Oh, hey, you want some jelly beans? Rapid fire, machine gun jelly beans delivered to kids. Oh. Like, what? It's like Sugar Rush holiday. I don't know. It's
That's
for me when
weird,
I was growing
boys.
up.
I mean,
Was even Peter Cottontail part of Easter? I thought it was a separate thing.
I was just letting the fucking buffoon fucking get to his fucking point. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay, Steve from Latvia, who says, you know the only reason he quit this game, oh, you mean Final Fantasy VII, is because he's scared shitless to see Tifa in a bikini.
Of course.
Yeah, that's the
He's a married man, you know.
yeah, it's like he can't get away with watching that. Oh, him making a weird noise. We can take that off as well because Phil didn't like machine guns.
Burger.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my god, look how big Phil's forehead looks in this top left square compared to. I don't know why.
That's some real estate
Yeah.
space there. You could advertise on that.
Is that why he doesn't fucking have a skinhead look anymore? So it doesn't fucking show off more of the oddly shaped head. I don't know. Hell. Columbus says, telling everyone that Easter is originally a fertility festival that was co-opted by Christians, but I don't get this rant. Thanks, Derek.
I don't
Of
either.
course not.
I'm sorry. I feel
Thanks, Derek.
I feel a bit mean calling Derek there for the kind of interesting fact, but it was just set up. I just couldn't help myself. But yeah, Phil's going on a tirade against Easter because kids get to enjoy it as well. Okay.
Yeah, it's like.
Rant, yeah.
But here's the thing that makes no sense, though. He wants to bring up this whole thing about how kids are excited for Easter. You know what? Another thing that kids are excited for? Their birthdays. And what is Phil doing? Talking about his birthday.
And not his anniversary, which is 4 days afterwards.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
But he's a 42-year-old man-child. Going on
pretty
4.
much.
Yeah. Hello? Mr. Burnell? Are you there? Oh, he might be taking some food.
Sorry.
Okay, we'll fill in the time.
No,
That's fine.
I was just thinking out loud there, sorry. But is Phil going to take the day off for his anniversary?
It's
It's a Wednesday, isn't it?
Actually,
Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday, yeah.
it is a Wednesday, and then his birthday is on like the 6th, so he's doing it on a Saturday. And fuck me, I have to react to that, don't I?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I'm
Yes,
so
I do.
glad it's not. His birthday crap's on a Saturday. I don't have to worry a damn thing. There's no bingo on Saturday or whatever. We're all good. Everyone, it's someone else's problem. On a Saturday, it's someone else's problem. Let someone
Yeah, my
like bugger.
problem.
There we
It's
go.
Vegas. You need a wingman? I'll have to get up early because we're going off daylight savings, so I lose an hour. So it's an extra hour for me to get up.
Dingo in the
I need to
3:45
actually
in the
plan
morning.
I need to plan it.
Oh god, yeah. Copious amounts of alcohol will probably help you through the fucking day.
Oh yeah.
We did a lot of different things on Easter. We always went to church. Because, I grew up Roman Catholic. So I always went to church for the holiday. And then we would come home, and because basically it was the day when Lent ends, so you can actually, you can eat meat now, right? It's time to eat meat again after fasting for Lent. We would have a bunch of different kinds of food that day specifically for the holiday, one of which being, I told you guys, it was called the Easter platter, where it would be hard salami, prosciutto, which is a salted Italian meat, cottage cheese, and hard-boiled egg. Basically, the eggs that we had colored for Easter, we would break them open, cut them up, and put them into this giant round plate platter, finger foods. So all day we would just munch on this Easter plate for lunch and into dinner. This would be what you ate all day. And then we would always have a big dinner, and usually it would be some kind of a ham with homemade lasagna. My mom would make homemade lasagna of her family recipe of her own homemade sauce, or manicotti. She would make homemade manicotti as well. And that was always a super good dinner that we had, on Easter. So we always did. Oh, and Easter egg hunt. Yes, absolutely.
Burger.
My parents would get plastic hollow eggs and put either candies and chocolates or quarters, or sometimes later on when I got older, dollars into them, and hide them all around the house. And my cousin and I would go around the house trying to find these hidden Easter eggs.
Tips.
And it was always funny. 3 days later, my dad would find one that neither of us had found, behind the back corner of the couch, because someone probably kicked it, and it went back there. No one ever found it. And sometimes we got Easter baskets, which were full of all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you couldn't do it outside.
Candy,
the neighborhood
kids
kids would steal the bikes.
That was something nice. It was kind of like second Christmas almost in our household. When you're Christian or Roman Catholic, Easter is the second biggest holiday of the year. Christmas is the biggest, and Easter is second biggest. So it actually was kind of a big deal as I was growing up. Now today, it's just a normal day. You know what I mean? To me, I don't do anything. In fact, we had forgotten it was Easter this week. So, if we had remembered it was Easter, perhaps we actually would have done a dinner that had ham or something, but we just didn't even think about it. So what are we having for dinner today? Gumbo, which is chicken, sausage, and shrimp with peppers in a roux over rice. Very Easterish, right? So anyway, no matter how you celebrate the holiday, whether it's religious for you, whether it's a day where you actually do other stuff that's very weird and commercialized and not religious, or if you just have a normal day like me, I hope that you have a good Sunday, okay? But for me, it's kind of a day of ending March and now feeling fresh for a new month, because let's be honest, these last couple of months have felt kind of tired and really droning on and on with the games that I was playing. And now
But that's your fault. You set your schedule. You pick the games to fucking play. You're the one that fucking determines what you do. So it's your own bloody fault that you fucking bored your honesty fucking tears for goddamn 3 months without fucking interruption or breaking up the fucking variety of content. Oh,
nobody put a gun. It's no one put a gun to his head. It's no, you gotta play these RPGs or hello, your brain's gonna be all over the floor. It's no one did that to him at all. He chose them. He played them.
Painful. It is just utter fucking misery listening to him fucking. Oh, it's been so these last few months. It's your fault. You daft dick.
That we have finished.
But
He did break up the monotony of the RPGs. He had Q&A.
Oh God! Remember when he fucking forces
Q&A.
You guys want to see Tekken or do you want to see Q&A? And the audience oh fuck Tekken, we'll have Q&A. And I was really? You were choosing Q&A over gameplay?
I think it wasn't Q&A. It wasn't Tekken. It was the Classic Collection for Battlefront. How he plays the first stream of it, and the second stream was yeah, this game's terrible. We're just gonna do a hangout section where he goes,
afterwards.
Yeah. And he's Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger.
Trigger, God, Trigger. I know that definitely triggered you.
Trigger.
And we're starting new games, and we're starting refreshing new things, like bringing back Elden Ring and stuff. It's going to feel like a nice, fresh new month for sure.
How is bringing back an old-ass game refreshing things? That doesn't make sense to me.
And also an RPG, a lengthy one.
It doesn't count as an RPG, though. It kind of explained that the other night. It doesn't count as an RPG. Because it's a Soul-style game. That's literally, that was his logic, It's technically not an RPG, that's what Phil says.
But I think it's also
like a duck and quacks like a duck. It's a duck.
It's also dumb though how he picks Dragon's Dogma 2, which is going to be a lengthy RPG, and then he bitched and complained about, oh yeah, I'm not doing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm doing Dragon's Dogma 2 instead.
And that didn't start off well for him the other night. 14 buckaroos.
Mm-hmm.
But
people wanted that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I guess you might mention that later on about how well it's done, how well it's received or whatever.
And I like that a lot, that we're doing new things now this coming month. So great timing, right? It's we coincided the end of the same old games for 2 months with a fresh new month starting tomorrow, and that's a great thing, right? Very cool.
Who fucking cares?
Ooh, very cool.
Oh, of course. Dapian says Jesus loved gumbo. The Bible says so. Oh, of course. We all know. Jesus, he had the loaves and fishes, remember? And he took the loaves and fishes, he multiplied them for everyone, and they dipped it into gumbo as they ate it. Of course, the classic story from the Bible. I remember that one.
Thank you very much to Ira for a super chat, who says he's ducking Final Fantasy VII due to Tifa, no other reason. Yeah, a lot of people are convinced that's the sole reason. Like just Tifa and her amazing beach body bikini thing, whatever, I don't know. That's the sole reason, apparently. How close was he to that scene? Was he?
Oh, it was like, yeah, it was very close. It was literally going to be like within the next half an hour of him playing.
Oh, and so and he's like, I don't want to go back to that yet. So what was he waiting for? Jesus, man. Oh, it's gonna be fucking good when he fucking plays it again. And see how he fucking deals with that fucking cringe awkwardness or whatever.
Thank you, Dad. Anyway, man, how did I forget that one? So let's talk. What are we talking about on the show today? Well, first of all, just so everybody knows, today is a very laid back day. What I mean by that is after 2 days of gaming and progress and all that, today's React Day. Okay, so today we are relaxing. We're enjoying the day for what it is. We're not going crazy with gameplay or anything like that. Okay, it's more relaxing of a day. So first stream here is going to be the Level 1 podcast, and what I'd like to do is recap what went down in both Alone in the Dark and Dragon's Dogma 2 yesterday. You know, the first time I'm playing Alone in the Dark, only the second time playing Dragon's Dogma 2. I want to give you my thoughts on Alone in the Dark and my updated thoughts on Dragon's Dogma 2, because after having played again, I do actually have a distinct update for you on that, on my thoughts, on how to cover them and how to put them in the schedule. So I hope that you'll like that segment. It's going to be pretty important if you're interested in what I'm doing soon. So we got that, and then I got an update on the schedule in a couple different ways. And then after that, honestly, I don't got much. It's more of a laid-back day. There's really no news going on today.
Don't got much.
In the realm of gaming or otherwise, really nothing happening particularly too important that we need to address today. So we could have it be a more chill day, maybe some Q&A. If you guys want to do suggestion box, we can do some suggestion box today. That's totally up to you.
Nope.
But, you know, not a serious ultra-packed day like we've had recently with all these topics to talk about. Okay? That's right. DS Polish. I don't know if it's DS Polish or DS Polish. Says, not much to talk about, yet the podcast will go on for an hour and a half. Yes, because that's the point of like a good show, is that you don't need to have distinct topics to talk about. You still have more than enough to hang out with.
It's a good show.
You see? That's the...
I mean, who says it's a good show? Has it won any awards?
I want names.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to see a list of awards. You know, I've got a couple of awards sitting in my bottom corner of this fucking stream. You know, I've got a couple of wee awards there. One was from Decepticon, because I appeared in a show before. You know, got a wee medal for that, you know. But I got another award from that being said. You know, I got a wee award. I have awards from my bingo style content, Phil. Where's your awards for your shitty content?
Yeah, I got mine too for Rising Solo Star, and I got mine for the Decepticon. I got my Purple Snort. Yeah, that's my award.
I treasure that Purple Snort.
Oh no, but his award though is that fucking trophy he got for playing Tekken 3 at the mall.
Oh, the one that's in his room right now in a window or something. It's literally in front of him, I think.
That's the one.
It's out of frame, but it's in his room, taking pride of fucking place.
The sign of a good show, a healthy show. If there's a show where you need subjects, or if you don't have them, the show falls apart, then that's not a good show. Just being honest, you know. This is our time to talk, to hang out, to get topics out of the way. Maybe you guys have questions to talk about, things that you ask me. That way, when we get to the React show, guess what? We can just react. It doesn't have to be, interrupt for questions constantly. You see? There you go. So, let's chill, shall we? It is DS Polish as in the country. DS Polish. Gotcha. Okay, cool.
But doesn't your fans pay for Q&A on DSP React? They paid money to react to stuff?
Yeah.
For Q&A?
They do, yeah. They pay money to get questions as well on there.
Yeah,
this is the freebie version. This is the Derish version.
The lightning round questions, which take forever.
Yeah, as long as you don't give a question that fucking has thought required, then you should be fine to ask it. I can't answer that. You know, it'll take some time to think. Move on. Ask a better question. How dare you ask me my favourite food or my favourite game?
So, of course, the Blimp says the podcast is the best part of your streams. Ignore the nonsense. Oh, I ignore the nonsense. I do, and trust me, like recently, there have been people trying to create drama. I have completely ignored all of it. If you haven't noticed, and I want to say thank you guys. No one brings up drama anymore. This is so good. Like, it's been such a good few months, let me tell you. People are not trying to bring up drama at all, even though there are outside forces trying to create it. I just completely ignore it. Like, I'll have someone contact me. Did you hear the video? I don't care.
But Phil, you went out your way to contact somebody looking for an interview. You went out your way to try and initiate some drama, essentially. Because somebody with deep pockets suggested to you, hey, talk to this guy, I want to talk to you. It's fucking Review Tech USA's former editor or some pish. You went out your way to help instigate some drama there, rather than just ignoring it.
Yep.
And yeah, that wasn't
And not only that,
yeah, so
Phil Spencer.
yeah.
2 words.
Next pause the stream. But another thing that really gets annoying is like he's like, "Oh yeah, I see drama, but I'm not going to talk about the drama." What does he do? Oh, let's talk about the drama. Someone brought up for no reason at all.
And also, within the last few months, of course, we've had the Argentinian member bombs. That's been quite a dramatic thing. And that saw him remove members altogether from his fucking leaderboard.
That's why he's lost thousands and thousands of dollars, remember?
Even Rebsy brought up a good point. He keeps bringing up Turkey Tom and side scrollers. Every single time that Turkey Tom is mentioned, it's the 10 years of failure. He keeps bringing that up.
He said it the other day. He said it the other day, and I'm thinking, there it is again. Turkey Tom has not thought about DSPs once since fucking November of last year.
Yeah.
He made a video on DSP. Yeah. I think he made like one big main video on his main channel, and he made like, what, 2 videos on his other channel, kind of covering things more vaguely or whatever, or just, and that was it. And since then, he's moved on from DSP. He's forgot. He's not even thought about him once. Whereas Phil is constantly bringing up decade of failure, being milked, everything else like that. He cannot help himself. It really got to him, and it really still eats away at him. But he ignores the drama, guys. He ignores it all and doesn't bring it up, apparently.
I don't care. Don't have to tell me. Don't need to know about it. I'm here doing my thing every day. Let's just relax. And then things go well. So ignore the nonsense. Have fun. It's just our world here on my streams and content. Don't need to pay attention to anybody else who's an idiot. Let's just have a good time, right?
Things are going well. You told your audience you were down thousands of dollars this month because of the Argentinian member bomb crap. Is that really things going well?
Which one is it, Phil?
Yeah, it sounds like copium or lying. I don't know.
Cool. Okay, so let's talk. First of all, let's talk about yesterday's games first. Then we'll get to the schedule, which is...
First of all, snort.
Of course.
First of all, snort.
Snort?
Yeah. Let's get the most important thing out of the way first. Snort. There we go. And then let's follow up with what I want to say.
It's just stop. It's just listen to this. Snort.
Exactly, yeah. Hold on. Are we seriously almost at 100 likes already?
Yeah, let me double check. I see 97. Let me refresh it real quick on my end. 99. One more away.
One more away.
That's insanity. How we had that many likes already?
We hadn't even started yet.
100. There we go. We've got Jasper now.
Guys, thank you very much for liking the stream. 100 likes means we have a free space for the bingo card. Not only do we have a free space, of course, but it means you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar animations. Remember, keep an eye on the bottom right for Jasper to do his thing. Welcome up, Jasper. Good cat. I love that fucking animation.
Bang, motherfucker.
Double tap to the head and you're dead. Get fucked. And remember, guys, 200 likes is another free space. So I'm not trying to, I'm not saying do it, but it's in your own best interest to get free spaces.
Oh my
Jesus.
God! What's up?
Thank you very much to... How the fuck do you say that? Friff. Thank you very much to for the super chat. It says, dude, I was blocking. There we go. So I'm going to assume it's Friff. Since there's a vowel in there, you know what I mean? And I'm going to assume it's a all big one word. For real. Some people think it's for real. Friff. It's Riff, but I was right, you bums. There we go. I knew if I can just being lazy and making it all one word would work for me. There we go. Thank you very much, Riff, for the super chat. Dude, I was blocking. Yeah, Phil's fucking mantra during the Street Fighter days.
First of all, let's talk about yesterday's games first. Then we'll get to the schedule, which is updated now. And I want to let you guys know because it's an exciting update to the schedule. I think a lot of you will be happy with this update to the schedule that we have now for the first week of April. Okay? All right. Okay. Yeah, actually, I'm going to say something right now. DoesItWork.net says, I don't mind ads. Does everyone agree the mobile game ads are the worst? I think that some of the ads they've been running on YouTube lately are atrocious. I just happen to see them every once in a while clicking around when I'm not logged into my channel that has YouTube Premium. And to see, like, a mobile game ad play, and it's, like, the worst fucking game you've ever seen. It's just terrible. A lot of them are, like, exploitative. Like, there's games that are, like, adult content and shit, right?
Phil, you are showing that to your audience. Because you have ads enabled on your streams and videos. So you are part of the problem of putting your audience and forcing your audience to see those ads. You could fucking circumnavigate that by disabling ads on your streams, perhaps. Have it be for only on-demand content, and make your streams be, no ads. That's a good potential.
Yeah, or turn it off altogether.
Yeah, like I do.
Nobody's putting a gun to your head.
Yeah, but that would kill Phil's channel though. If he turned off the fucking ad revenue, as much as he fucking wants to say, oh, it makes me so little, whatever. The amount of videos he has in his channel, he gets hundreds and hundreds of dollars every month based off like old residual views as well.
Yeah.
And it's like, a kid shouldn't see this ad. Why is this ad playing on like a gaming video, right? And it does. It plays. You're like, what the hell? Like, what is YouTube doing? I don't know. I totally agree with you there. That's why I tell everyone, get YouTube Premium if you can, and now we don't have to see that garbage. It's just trash. Okay.
Oh, we're going to shill that now, are we?
So, yesterday, we returned to the realm of variety in gaming. And let me tell you, it was so refreshing to be playing two new games instead of the same old games that I've been playing for months. Again, not to say that I didn't enjoy those games, but man, I've been dying to play new stuff, and finally having the new stuff felt so good. All right? So, yesterday, we played two games. Let's talk about each one. We started with Alone in the Dark, starring David Harbour as the main character. Now, you can also pick the other character, Emily, and I guess that's played by an actress who's been in other shows that I haven't seen. I've seen Stranger Things, so that's why I recognize David Harbour. It's funny because the critics panned the game. They really did. Critics were saying this is like a 6 out of 10. It's a bad, outdated, boring, crappy game. Okay? I couldn't disagree more. The thing is, there is a place for games like this in the gaming space, but sadly, games journalists just look for the same kind of game over and over. If it's not Resident Evil, they don't even want to talk about it. Seriously. Oh, it's not Resident Evil? Oh, well then it's terrible. 5 out of 10. Like, do you even understand survival horror? Do you understand the appeal of it? There's two things that appeal in survival horror. The first thing is an eerie atmosphere with a well-written, suspenseful plot and creepy stuff that happens. 100% Alone in the Dark has that. The other thing is scares. And Alone in the Dark has scares. It's got enemies that jump out of nowhere, jump scares and stuff. It's got the two key elements that make a survival horror game good. Does it have insanely revolutionary, groundbreaking graphics? No. Does it have the best combat engine you've ever seen in a survival horror game? No. But you don't need those elements to be a good game in this genre. You just need to hit on the notes of what you're looking for. And we haven't had
also,
a good
isn't he
survival
afraid
horror
of,
game in a while.
Isn't he scared of
right?
movies?
If you take a look back, last
Scary
month we had
games?
that really, really crappy Silent Hill spin-off game, The Signal. It was only 3 hours long. It was terrible. Not The Signal. What was it called? The Short Story or something? It was terrible. It was really atrociously bad, right?
You're atrociously bad, Phil. You are atrociously... Phil. You have mocked these sort of games in the past as well for trying to just do some, they try to get a basic jump scare out of you or whatever. I don't know why Phil thinks he knows what the fucking definition of what a good horror style game is. He is desperate for something to be a good game. Not just to be contrarian about it, but also because he's desperate to try and get his audience fucking engaged in something new. He's desperate to try and he just also fucking, oh, guys, it's not Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not playing that today. Look, it's gone forever. It's a new game. Who cares if the fucking critics all hated it? Who cares if nobody likes the fucking game? I'm going to try and, make guys think it's a great game. I'm going to try and pretend to be excited about this game so you guys can be excited as well. Not shit. That's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, he's pushing it onto the audience to say, hey, look, I'm scared. Give me money so I won't be so scared. Hold my hand.
Muckiness is saying I'm missing a T sound. Burger. Tell me an annoying T sound apparently. I must have missed that. I'm gonna trust it. Yeah. I mean, since you insist.
Boss.
I couldn't help that, but the button right there as well for the boss. I just had to play it.
Before then, what was the last survival horror game? A year ago, Resident Evil 4 Remake? So to have a game now finally come out is refreshing. It's new. It's not a remake. It's not a rehash. We don't know the story because it's something fresh. Now, yes, it's called Alone in the Dark.
Yes, it is.
It's based on a franchise from 20-something years ago on PC. Actually, about 30 years ago on PC now. But no, it's not that story. Supposedly, this is an original story, something interesting.
It's a reimagining.
Immediately, I start getting sucked into the game and immersed in the story. You go into this house that is apparently, I call it a house of healing because basically it's medicine, but also it's like psychology as well. Like, this is for people who have problems, whether they're medical, whether they're mental, and they're there to basically be healed by this doctor, right? So is it real or is this guy a quack job and he's just taking all their money? Who knows? That's part of the fun of the game is figuring this out. And the reason you're there is because an eccentric wealthy man checked himself in, telling the family that he thinks he's possessed, okay? So Emily is the niece of this man, and you're going there with a private investigator, played by David Harbour, to figure out what's really going on in the situation. Is he there? If he's there, is he there of his own will? Is he actually nuts? Like, what's going on? Because the family's very concerned what the hell happened with this guy, right? And immediately, when you start going into this house, things start going crazy. Like you start noticing weird things about the house. The house has a million rooms and it's like a labyrinth. Within the first hour, you get warped into an alternate world that seems like you got teleported from the house down into like New Orleans, but the streets are full of these mutated creatures that are either like covered in moss or maggot infested. It's just disgusting, but it's creepy as hell. It's like, what the heck is going on? Is this real? Is it not real? Are you hallucinating? What's going on? You don't know. And so for 3 hours, I went to this house, I fought enemies, I solved puzzles, and the puzzles are kind of interesting because some of them give you backstory about the history of this house. You know, it wasn't always this house of healing. At one point, it was a pirate's hideout. Yeah, I know, pirates in New Orleans ages ago. Then it became a house where the artists lived, but then a hurricane swept through, and apparently the artists disappeared, and no one knows whatever happened to them. In fact, one of the house's inhabitants now swears she's the woman from the time period like 20, 30 years before, but she's only 30 years old, so how could that be? She'd be a baby, right? So it's really interesting plot for sure. The atmosphere is well done. The music is great. The only thing I'll say is, yes, the graphics aren't up to snuff for a modern game. They feel last gen, and the gameplay mechanics aren't great, but it's a survival horror game, so it doesn't matter. If this were like an action game, where you're going to take cover and shoot tons of repetitive enemies and you need a good system, I'd say, oh, it's inferior. It's a freaking survival horror game. Some of the charm of these games is that you feel kind of clunky, right? You don't have full control over yourself. You're a little bit slow, tankish. You know, that's part of the appeal of the game. So far, I'm really enjoying it. 3 hours in, I've had a blast with it. The audience that was there live really liked it. You know, we're all survival horror aficionados, and we're all enjoying this game. Like, why do the reviews say it's so bad? Oh, yeah, because modern journalists are assholes. They're fucking not gamers. They don't even understand the survival horror genre, right? They just don't. Like, oh, I think Resident Evil must suck. No, you're an idiot. Just fucking get some fucking, you know, experience under your belt before you get hired by a company to write game reviews, and you read your review and you realize you're a fucking moron. You don't even know anything about the fucking genre, and you're trying to rate a game in it. You're just stupidity. The game is pretty well done so far. Now, the game supposedly is between 10 to 15 hours, and that depends on how much you know how to solve the puzzles, and if you actually try to explore and do optional stuff, or if you just kind of like rush through the game, okay? Here's the thing. If the game stays on the level it's on right now, this is a super good game. If it ends up getting kind of boring, or maybe the puzzles fall apart or whatever, I could see it getting a lower score or whatever. I'm curious. The first 3 hours were quite good.
Ooh,
and it's funny 'cause I'm playing the game, and someone said in the chat, so do you think
did you see? You got a super chat on Phil's thing. You got a shout out.
You got me.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, that yellow chat that just popped up then. It's
Give me a fuck.
Hang on.
We'll get
It's
to this.
possible for you to try out Smash Remix, the Smash 64 mode, since it's on PC. Also, and be sure to give Iviga a shout out if you can, Phil.
It's gone.
It got leaned?
Yep, it's gone.
Oh.
It's gone.
That was from Brightside Dylan. 10
Look at you getting special shout outs on Phil's channel. Lucky boy.
Now who's the baby? It's me, right? Me.
Charge it back.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, let's hope to God that gets read out. I want to see how it approaches my name.
We're 34 minutes behind live DSP, but it's possible he'll do that out still. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
The first 5 hours of this game were very boring or true, and I was like, what? I'm in the first 3 hours of the game, and I'm having a great time. So if they think this is boring, does that mean the end is even better? I don't know. But anyway, I'm really
getting heavy Callisto
okay?
Protocol vibes from this.
I hope that you guys will check it out if you haven't. The videos are live on the channel. I made part 1, the featured video on the channel. Thank goodness we have something new to make a featured video on this channel because it's been so dang long since we did.
Who fucking cares?
If you like survival horror and you like my survival horror style and playthroughs, I think you're really gonna like this game. So give the playthrough a look and let me know what you think. Okay, right now, you know, day 1 views. People are trying to watch it. Obviously, I'm not gonna get the great day 1 views I would have got if I played.
Hold on. Should we check out his day 1 views? Let's guess. What do you think his views are for day 1 so far? What's that guesstimate?
Under 300.
Under 300. Oh, nah, that's more than that. Day 1 views? Nah, more than that.
I would say about under 600.
I'm gonna guess it's actually be something more like, it won't be 1,000, but I think it's gonna be like 750 plus. Let's see.
Okay, so the first, I see the first part of it right here.
887 views. Well, bugger me.
It didn't save the business.
But then part 2 and 3 straight afterwards, 474, 468. Yeah, it kind of just plummeted afterwards. Yeah, it's a shame that. Oh well. Unlucky, Phil. Also, shout out to every time I see Phil wear this fucking t-shirt, you know, the first thing that comes to mind is special guest referee Mick Foley. Because whenever he was like a special guest referee, he'd have like a shirt like this, essentially, like spray painted black lines down it or whatever, just to like look complete the fucking bum look. I don't know.
Ever since Roxy mentioned it, I can't see anything but Malcolm in the Middle now. You're not the boss of me now.
Oh god.
Oh no. I see in his chat, apparently someone's like, who the heck is Ivega?
Yeah, Tommy said that. Tommy said that. Who the heck is Vega? Oh my god. Thank you very much to Grease Monkey for the super chat, who says, good evening, we are doing well on the bingo, I see. We're doing grand on the bingo, Grease Monkey. Hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, we're doing our best to try and get a full house. D-Dog and Aviga have never had a full house before as guests. So we're trying to break that streak. We're trying to end that losing run that they're both on. And yeah, fingers crossed we can get the full house today to not only end that streak, but also add another $25 to our bingo prize fund. And by the way, remember guys, the marble race is happening after the bingo to determine who gets to win that, and then we'll decide, whoever wins will decide what they want to do with the money or whatever. Do they want to just have it all for themselves? Do they want to split it between them and charity? Do they want to all go to charity? Do they want to roll it over? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
When it was a brand new release a week and a half ago, I couldn't play it then because I was in the midst of the other stupid RPG, so I get it. It's not going to be a giant hit or anything, but I am hoping that it breathes a breath of fresh air into the channel. Just for perspective, we had people yesterday on stream who I hadn't seen in months, and they were like, yeah, I'm back now that you're done with those stupid RPGs, right? Now I'm gonna come back and start watching your content again. And I was like, thank you, seriously, thank you, because this is awesome. I want to have people coming for variety again, not that, oh, they just think this is DSP RPG, right? So I'm very happy with that we saw people again. Okay. Okay, then last night on the late stream, it was the return of Dragon's Dogma 2, and again, it sucked because I played that game all day long on release day, which was not yesterday but the Friday before, or not this last Friday, but the Friday before, okay? So I played for 5.5 hours, and then I literally couldn't play it again because I had to finish these RPGs.
That was your choice. People were telling you to don't do that. People were suggesting just keep playing Dragon's Dogma and fucking go back to fucking Baldur's Gate 3 in future. Go back to like a dragon in future. And Phil's like, no, we need to get through them all now, immediately, as fast as possible. So you're the one that caused that issue, Phil.
But now we're back, and my thoughts are as follows. Now we're 7.5 hours into the game, okay? Dragon's Dogma 2 is a fine game that's kind of rough around the edges. And what I mean,
here we go.
Is it going upstate to the farm to play with Final Fantasy 7?
And Sea of Stars, perhaps.
what I mean by that is you can tell the graphics are not as good as they should have been. They tried to do this game with the RE engine, which works for Resident Evil, which works for Street Fighter. It's not working for an open world game. It's having rendering issues. The frame rate is atrocious during certain combat scenes and running through cities. Like, oh god, like why? It's a modern day $70 game and it looks like this. It's sad. It really is sad that it's performing so poorly. Outside of that, it reminds me a lot of Dragon's Dogma 1. In regards to like its open world.
Oh wow, can you imagine that, guys? Can you imagine a Dragon's Dogma 2 reminding anyone of Dragon's Dogma 1? Why would a sequel remind you of the original? Like, of course it's gonna
I thought it was going to be more like The Sims.
Oh my god! Like, in what
Who could
world?
see that coming?
In what world would a sequel not remind you of the original? Like, isn't it kind of meant to do that shit? Oh my god!
Halloween 2,
And
The Witches. That was nothing like the first Halloween movie, but that was an anomaly. So.
Thank you for correcting me there. I appreciate that. Now Ronan is saying the RE engine is not called the Resident Evil engine. Well, calls on that, so it must be true. Man,
Man did corner direct capture, so.
Yeah.
World, you're roaming, you're always encountering enemies, you have to fight a lot. It's very action-packed, meaning at any moment's notice, enemies descend upon you and immediately chaotic. A big fight is happening, explosions of magic, people are flying and flipping and slashing and slamming and blowing things up. That's how the first game was too, and that's why it feels so different from a turn-based RPG, because there's so much action that just explodes out of nowhere, right? So it's a fun game, but I feel, after having played it last night, like to give you some perspective of what I did, we completed a sneaking mission, which was part of the story. We completed a mission where there was a guy in a jail and he refused to move, and now we have like another quest for him for later in the game, which we can't do yet. And then we had a hunting missions where we had to kill 3 groups of monsters and save a bunch of people who were being attacked by them. So far, we've done 2 out of 3. The first group was a bunch of tougher goblins in a cave. The second group was Saurians, these reptile people that were in a cave, and then they were invading a town, and we had to save the town. Okay, so we did all that. Did any of it feel any like very unique or special? Not really. It's just a bunch of combat. It really is. Like the game is just a ton of combat with a little bit of story wedged in here or there. So far, it's been a good experience, okay? But I can definitely see this game wearing on and becoming very repetitive and grindy over time. Do you want to know the truth? That is exactly what happened with the original Dragon's Dogma. I started off with this game and it was strong and people liked it. And within a couple of weeks of me playing it, all right? Basically, when you get to like hour 20-ish, people get bored. They're like, man, it feels like you're just always fighting. You're just running around and fighting. That's the whole game. And I'm like, yeah, that actually is like Dragon's Dogma 2. Is there some story? Yeah, wedged in there every once in a while, there's a story beat, but there's just not that much of it. A lot of it is just open world roaming, exploring new environments, fighting a bunch of big enemies and stuff. That's really where the core gameplay loop and elements are of the game. Unlike other RPGs that have these entire giant chunks of story and stuff happening, that doesn't really ever happen in Dragon's Dogma, at least what I remember from the first game. And I remember I really liked the first one because it allowed me to do grinding and kind of chill gameplay style. But a lot of people back in the day didn't want that. They always wanted constant progress, something happening, something for me to do big commentary over. Keep in mind, the first Dragon's Dogma was before I was a streamer. All right. So the whole idea of an interactive stream didn't exist. So now how do I make commentary over a game that's a little 95% repetitive combat? Right. So I really don't think I really made the game look that fun. I enjoyed playing it, but it was grind.
His phone went off. One of you guys had a fucking notification.
Yeah, that was me, Ree.
You bastard.
Hey, me.
I had a wee notification go off. Ding ding. We got microphone bump. I'm not kidding you. I was quite scared when I saw microphone bump appear on here because Phil doesn't have that big pop filter anymore. So I was thinking to myself, is he actually going to fucking bump the microphone? Now there's not anything there to bump. And lo and behold, he just bumped it there like a minute ago. So there we go. We're doing quite well.
Oh yeah, he kicks it with his foot nowadays.
No, he hit it with his hand there. He was waving his hands all over the fucking place there, and he fucking hit it with his hand there. So yeah, we definitely got a microphone bump there. We can even fucking hear the bump of his little fucking greasy hand hitting the fucking thing. So there we go. We're doing quite well in the card, but of course, free spaces could be a big thing as well. But one snort away from a free space. You know, they could be crucial today. Who knows?
And a lot of people fell off the playthrough, and I remember even trying to rush the end of it because I was done with it. I want to move on to other stuff, and the game is so dang long. You know, I'm trying to rush the end because people were already bored with the game. Okay. So now you're playing the new one, and I'll be honest, it feels like I'm playing the first one. Like, I'm not actually sure what they improved outside of, like, I think the classes are different. Like, in the original game, I think that there was a class that was a hybrid archer, but also, like, thief rogue type. So you could climb on enemies and stab them in their weak points, but also you could shoot the bow. And in this game, they're two separate classes. So they tweaked some things, but for the most part, it feels like you're playing Dragon's Dogma 1 12 years later. It really does. It feels like it's the same game. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I liked Dragon's Dogma 1, but I remember how it went back then. So after last night, and by the way, attendance for a late night stream was pretty good.
Burger.
All right. Support, it was okay.
There we go. No one needs to know this, Phil. No one. This is nobody's business. I'm going to wind and let him cook, but god damn it, Phil. Who cares about your support for your stream? That's your business. Your main thing should be, did the audience have a good time or not?
Tonight, and by the way, attendance for a late night stream was pretty good. All right. Support, it was okay. Some people, you know, did some super chats and memberships. There was like $10 in tips, but it wasn't a big deal or anything like that. Like, it was fine for a late night stream. The decision I'm making is thus. I feel like Alone in the Dark was good enough to stay as a daytime stream. It was good. We had good attendance, good engagement, good support, and people were really digging it, and I liked it too. So I want to keep that as a daytime stream moving forward as I go through that game. Okay? Dragon's Dogma 2, honestly, definitely feels to me like a late night chill stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's something that it's more apt to a late night audience that wants to sit back and relax and talk a bit while I'm doing the combat, because that's really the focus of the game is the combat, right? So do you really want to do a daytime stream with 3+ hours and all you're doing is running around open world fighting enemies? It could get repetitive and boring. But if it's a late night stream and if I push it as, hey, guess what? We're going to hang out. We're going to have a fun, chill time together. We're going to talk. We're going to interact while I'm playing the game. I think it'll do a little bit better. I really do.
Who fucking cares?
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No.
In addition, as of right now, we do not have a late night chill stream. We don't. We finished all the late night chill stream projects. They're done. So I feel like this game fits into that slot pretty well. Okay? So that's how I'm going to do it moving forward. And we'll see how it goes. And we'll judge if we get big demands to put it as a day stream. Maybe we'll do it as a day stream here or there. But I feel like it did really well as a night stream last night. And I'd like to keep it as that chill stream vibe in the rotation. Okay? Despite the fact that Dark Gaming is bitching in the chat and saying that he wants it as a day stream.
Burger.
Historically, we're seeing these RPGs don't do well as day streams, right? Final Fantasy VII didn't. Like a Dragon.
Baldur's Gate 3 was an amazingly big success for you, and that was an RPG.
Dragon didn't.
Yep.
And I
That
don't
was
think Dragon's
almost
Dogma was well.
14,000 for 4 months.
How much?
Almost 14,000 we calculated, near about.
And that's just tips alone.
Might be off of about 2 or 3 foul, but yeah.
And that's just tips alone.
for 4 months.
I mean,
Exactly.
we can do a wee quick little calculation. So I mean, it won't take too long to obviously fucking find them all because most of them are together essentially. I'm definitely curious myself. Where was the last thing I clicked? Did I click this? I didn't click that yet. Some of these fucking numbers are just ridiculous. They really are. There's a whole bunch in a row there. This is just insanity.
Yeah,
some of these numbers, man.
I just thought it was like 6,000 to 7,000 at this point.
So I go here.
It was a guesstimation, but yeah, he made a lot.
And not once did it appear as a night stream, apparently. I can't see it anyway as a night stream.
Oh my God! What's up?
Because it was almost like 2,000 to 3,000 a month he got for Baldur's Gate. And like I said, for 4 months.
This is like scary numbers. Right now I'm like 4 odd grand already. Are you sure about the numbers you had? Because
like I said, we guesstimated it, but yeah, it was almost 2,000 to 3,000 a month for the 4 months.
oh, hold on, sorry.
But I was using a Donald Trump calculator, so you know.
Was it made in China?
Mm-hmm.
Right, I think I've got them all.
China.
I think I've got them all. According to the tips tracker, we have $6,742 in tips alone. Although it's possible I missed 1 or 2 here and there. But he started playing it today in December, and that's where I'm at right now, you know. So, yeah. $6,742. Who knows also what he got from, you know, memberships and super chats and ad
So
revenue
say
as well.
about 8 if you add to the super chats, yeah.
So there we go.
Because remember, he got some big donations on the super chats as well. So
Okay, thank you very much, first of all, to Grease Monkey for a super chat. It says, fun, chill stream, aka most profitable. More like, the fun, chill streams are essentially, I've made my money in a day stream, the night streams are just for extra fucking money. You know? Whenever he says a fucking fun little chill hangout night stream or whatever, I just envisage him saying, yeah, just fucking give me money while I fucking turbocharge through this fucking game. Thank you very much to Black Mage as well for super chat. It says more like alone in a doo-doo poo-poo. What the fuck is Black Mage? So not alone in the dark. Yeah. Not alone in the dark. But alone in the... Is it called alone in the... Yeah, alone in the dark. So rather than alone in the dark, yeah. It's alone in the doo-doo poo-poo. Jesus Christ. We do have Scat Talk on the card today, so if Phil does do any mentions or hints of Scat Talk, then of course we get to tick that off, and we also get to get our spoons out.
Spoons, eh? I'm sorry?
Thank you very much to Grease Monkey and Black Mage for the super chats there. And yeah, as I said, I'm feeling confident about this card. I'm very confident in us getting the full house. I'm also can't wait to see what fucking Phil says about this Vega mention. Will Phil mention a Vega? Will he give him a shout out? Oh,
Probably not.
It may happen.
RPGs don't do well as day streams, right? Final Fantasy VII didn't, Like a Dragon didn't, and I don't think Dragon's Dogma will as well. I'm just being honest. I just don't think these games are good for day streams. Okay? Okay.
Also,
Now,
I'm calling
what does
that
that mean?
bullshit
Well,
real
it
quick.
means that the schedule is going to be a little different this week because we have a few things going on. First of all, I spoke with my wife last night, and I asked her, when would you like to start co-op? Because now the schedule has actually opened because I finished the ongoing RPGs, and we can start our co-op playthrough of Beyond Two Souls whenever we want. Now, for those who are maybe not knowing what I'm talking about, my wife and I have been trying to find a co-op playthrough that we wanted to do for a little while now. After the Dondoko Island flop back in February, because man, that was a waste of time. We want to do something else. Like, what should we do? And so we were talking about different kinds of co-op games and things. But overall, we're like, how can we actually retain interest in a game? Well, it should be a narrative-based game. Because if it's a narrative-based game, now we're going to want to see the rest of the story, right? So, one game that my wife has always wanted to play or watch is Beyond Two Souls. But we never really had the means to do so. Like, it's a PlayStation-only game. She has Xbox console downstairs when she plays games. So she didn't have access to the game. Recently, we've watched playthroughs of both Detroit Become Human and Heavy Rain. So now she's like in this Quantic Dream mindset that she really wants to see her play this game. So, well, if we do it, it could work out well because, number one, you've never seen it before. Number two, I haven't seen the game in 11 years, so I probably won't remember big chunks of it, right? I'll probably remember, like, the major story elements, but there's no way I'm going to remember most of this game. It's been too long. Number three, the game does have co-op, but not really. What it is there's two characters. The main character, who is the girl who grows into the woman, and, you know, that's the story of the game, is her life with the supernatural element in it, and then there's the supernatural element, who's the other character. Now, I guess what you could do is you could kind of switch between and make choices with each character that are a little different. So like she could control, you know, the woman, and I can control the supernatural character, right? So it is co-op, but not really. Like most people who've reviewed the game said, yeah, the co-op aspect isn't really that big of a co-op aspect. You can make it co-op, but it doesn't really, it's not a huge co-op game, right? But it'll be cool to watch it and to react to it for the first time. I'll be reacting to the game again for the first time in 11 years. She'll be playing it through, and we'll do a nice co-op stream here together, all right? But we didn't know when we were going to start it, because it depended on when I was going to finish all these dang RPGs, okay? So the good news is I finished all the RPGs, but now we're trying to schedule it and fit it into the schedule here. And originally I thought maybe we would do it this week, but I talked with Kat. She's like, let's maybe start it next week. Let's not set it in stone yet, but we have to basically work it into her life schedule too, stuff that she's doing. And, you know, so I jumped the gun a little bit because I actually put it on the schedule the other night.
You put it on the schedule for Monday, you dumb bastard, before you even fucking talked to her.
He did.
Yeah, so yeah.
He
And
did.
he moved it to Wednesday, with Rawfield was telling me.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that too. How she had originally on Monday, April Fool's Day, and then he changed it immediately to Wednesday. And I'm like, no. Also, another thing that he said is like Dragon Infinite Well didn't do well as a daytime stream. Phil made over $150 on the finale stream of it.
Yeah.
I like how the most recent schedule update has Wednesday, April 3rd, either Dragon's Dogma 2 or Co-op with Cat. Well, I guess we know what's not happening on Wednesday night stream then. It'll definitely not be Co-op with Cat. But she's like, nah.
No.
Oh yeah,
next
because
week. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because of the life schedule.
Yeah,
Like, I think that's stupid.
This is the most recent one, 14 hours ago. That's the most recent schedule that he posted. And I guess he didn't ask Kat before he fucking put us up, the schedule. He's kind of put her hoof down. and
On
said,
her life
"No."
schedule, does she have the word Wednesday, must breathe, Thursday, exhale?
I just love how she's like just putting off of her. Let's not do it this week. Oh, ask me again next week. He has a headache and doesn't want to fucking do it. Jesus. Man.
Exactly.
Now Shadow EX is saying maybe divorce can happen on Wednesday. It's a make or break. That's what I'm saying. They're not having the stream on Wednesday, so who knows? I'm certainly looking forward to seeing the highlights from it. Put it that way.
I was like, oh, I'll do it Monday night. And then I asked her, she's like, oh, I can't really do it this week yet. I was like, oh, shit, that's my fault. I should have definitely confirmed before I put anything on the schedule or said that we were doing it this week. So it looks like we'll probably do the co-op next week, but not guarantee. And if we do it, it'll probably be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday-ish, one of those nights. The game's not that long. It's about 10 to 12 hours long, roughly. So probably when we do it, it'll end up being 2-hour chunks. And so it probably will take about a month to a month and a half to get through if we do it once a week. Okay? So we'll see how it goes. All right? We'll go from there. But I'll let you know once we have it confirmed when exactly it's starting. All right? But it is not starting this week, FYI. Okay? So what does that mean? It means that the schedule for this week is open and we have our choice of what we want to do.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Jesus Christ. Thank you to Black Mage for the super chat. Yeah, you just seen it. Thank you to Black Mage for the super chat. Says not even a ghost could lift that horse. Yeah,
But
she's
Buster makes him feel good, yes.
Jesus. Yeah, she is. She's a big woman. That's for sure. She's
And I have a good idea of what I want to do. Okay? So let's talk about that. Okay? Today, React Day. So today, after this podcast ends, we head over to DSP Reacts for the DSP versus the Internet Clip Show, where members of that channel submit clips for me to watch and react to. And good variety this week. In fact, we have several Easter-themed clips this week. Some religious Easter and some not so religious Easter. Let's put it that way, okay?
Oh my dog! What's up?
oh, he's doing the tongue thing again. Look at his fucking face.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Lizard.
you. Yeah.
Lizard people.
Thank you very much to Grease Monkey for the super chat. It says Phil Ball Z divorce saga. I mean, we've been hyping up for a while. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. When will it happen? People are amazed that she is still there, but then again, it's one of those things where it's like, considering what she turned herself into because of being with Phil, she's kind of narrowed her options, I guess. Maybe, I mean, if she is happy there, that would astonish me. There's something. It's just the change in 7 years between when people first saw her and then when people last saw her. It's like, it's terrifying. You know what I mean? And it's like, what's going to happen first? You know, are our arteries going to get clogged with too much DoorDash, or will the divorce get finalised? One of those two things might happen.
The diabetes. The diabetes.
Jesus, man, it really, I mean, it's fucking terrifying. I know I make fun of Kat all the time for being a big beefy bitch, but it's one of those things where it's like, in all seriousness, Phil did that to her, and that is messed up. Like, what else could have happened? Because remember, she abandoned her entire old life in a different state, and she picked up and went to Phil and live with Phil. So everything that has happened to her since being in fucking, renting is essentially with Phil. Her old life did not follow her there. And she looked perfectly kind of healthy, at least physically, before, when she first appeared on camera and all that jazz. So everything that's happened since then has been due to living with Phil and the consequences of living with fucking Phil Burnell. And Jesus, you've seen the fucking outcome, you've seen the aftermath of that.
So it should be fun, and I hope that you will join me for that today. Tonight, a good late night stream that I hope people are excited for, because you voted for it. Over on my DSP Throwback channel, tonight we start the new Retro React series, Bully Scholarship Edition. Bully is a game that I played in 2013. I played the Scholarship Edition, which was the HD upgrade. It wasn't the original PS2 version, but it had been upscaled and made widescreen for the more modern consoles of PS3 and Xbox 360. And I think I played it on the Xbox 360, if I remember correctly, right? And it was a special playthrough because, number one, it's a Rockstar game. And I played it directly the year after I'd played the GTA trilogy. So people were craving to see me play more Rockstar content, okay? Now, the good news is, it's different from GTA. It has some elements that are similar, but it's definitely not as adult-oriented. There's not mass murder, right? There's no massive amounts of swearing. There's no insane amount of sexual content. But it's still funny, irreverent, and a well-made game. It's a very unique game that Rockstar made, and a lot of people to this day lament the fact they never made a sequel. They were supposed to. And they actually had a sequel in development, and they canceled it to make more content for GTA Online. So if you don't see how awful live service games are ruining the gaming industry right now, I don't know what other evidence I can tell you besides GTA Online made all the GTA 5 DLCs get canceled, made Bully 2 get canceled, like all this creative stuff Rockstar would have been doing over the last decade. They canceled it all just so they could print money for a fucking fluff game that means nothing. Isn't that great?
I mean, if it's demand for it, Phil, I don't understand Phil's fucking hate boner for this fucking GTA Online content. Is it a shame that Bully 2 didn't fucking come out? Absolutely. I would have loved to have seen a fucking sequel to that game. Bully 1 is the first Bully game was a fucking tremendous game. But the simple case of the matter is, there was demand for content for GTA Online. And they delivered.
Exactly.
That's just the way it goes. If people didn't want the content, they wouldn't have spent money on it, and they would have dropped it like Red Dead Redemption 2 online content. Remember, Red Dead Redemption 2, an amazing game, an incredible single-player game, but it also has multiplayer online. And yet that fell off so quickly because people didn't really care as much, for that. It was like, who can mean that?
Yeah.
And I love Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm still playing that game. I can replay that game over and over and like still find new things to fucking do. It's such a fucking deeply immersive game. But also the multiplayer aspect of it could not get, you couldn't capture that, compared to the single player one, and it didn't take off. People would rather fucking have their modern day cities and fly about in crazy rocket vehicles shooting missiles at people and all that jazz and just having this insane stuff happening in the game. And that people liked that, people demanded it, and people spent money on that, and so Rockstar catered to their audience. It's just.
Well, in GTA, I have 450 cars. How many horses can I have in Red Dead?
Oh, for God's sake. Thank you to Grease Monkey for his super chat. It says he molded Cat in his image because he is a controller. Oh, Phil molded Cat. Did the copy and paste function fucking go a bit wonky, and Phil accidentally pasted it 3 times? She is a lot wider than Phil is. She's like, did I paste it? I don't know.
Was that a $350 controller there, Grease Monkey?
Oh, for God's sake. Yeah.
Blood work not included.
No blood work, just the controller.
No blood work. Just the controller.
But yeah, I still don't understand Phil's fucking hatreds for the GTA Online content, because there was simply demand for it. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. That's the problem with it, though. It's like he thinks that because he has a business degree, he knows how business should be operated. That he doesn't really know anything about supply and demand, because they wanted more stuff for GTA Online. People like that, but then he wants to say it's like for everything.
Yeah, I will agree it's annoying we didn't get some games because they fucking prioritised that, but there was demand for it. It's as simple as that, and that's the company has to look out for the best interests and what would have made them the most money. All these companies are fucking doing that, and their audience wanted more content for a game they really invested in, and so the company didn't provide that. That is actually a good thing this day and age. If Rockstar are still focused on giving deep content to a game which is 11 years old now, 12 years old. How old is GTA 5?
11. You said
Yeah.
it came out in 2013. It came out the same year as Last of Us Part 1
There
and
you
then
go.
the original one.
And they're
It's
still
11 years old.
and they're
It's-
still dedicating things like DLC to it, which is it's quick, it's commendable in a way. But there's also a market for it.
It is.
This just created me why
Like,
Sony,
it just-
you know, I don't know. It's mad.
Yeah, it's like it really amazes me that you see games out there that even though they're old, by definition standard of old, it's still getting content from it.
I know it's a
Yeah, I
fun
think it's
game,
only
yeah.
that in what was it GTA and Minecraft. They're the only two. They're getting DLCs for free.
Mhm. Yep.
Well,
Thing.
Minecraft are always,
There.
I mean, that community is just kind of ridiculously, in depth, and to be fair as well, they're always like they're always doing things like they're always like offering to the audience and their community. What is, we have some ideas. We're going to have this new mob in the game, but you guys can vote on that. The community can sometimes get to decide what kind of mob gets put in the game. And sometimes it's a good
Yeah.
mob, so it may be a helpful kind of mob, and sometimes it's an evil villain mob. I've always been impressed with the kind of updates that Minecraft do as well, just because they're always trying to expand on the game and make it more interesting for people so it's not stale. That's another game, which it rewards your creativity, you know what I mean? And there's always a demand for it as well. But yeah, Phil hates
Also-
Rockstar though because it's still GTA Online content. It's just such a weird thing.
Also, here's a little bit of a Derek fact. GTA 5 originally September, and then online came out a month later, or
Yeah, that's right,
a few
that's
weeks
right, yeah.
later.
Yeah, it wasn't immediate, that's right. Peche is saying he won't
But-
play GTA Online because it's not new enough, so he doesn't like it. He hates it more because it stops new releases that might save the business, that's all I think. Yeah, ultimately it's all about Phil being selfish. He doesn't get to play new games that are potentially coming out because I'm focusing on GTA Online, and he's only thinking about himself here.
Yeah, Petchy's absolutely right about that one. He wants games to save the business.
Of course.
Glub.
Anyway, getting back on the point. So Bully Scholarship Edition is a unique playthrough because number one, a lot of people remember it as a great one. Like, wow, that was a really good playthrough Phil did. A little different than his GTA style, but still fun.
It
But
was
also,
great, was it?
this was the playthrough. That mid through the playthrough, I swapped from being someone who used a camera pointed at my television, okay, and recording
Not to be proud
offline
of.
to direct capture and online streaming.
So I want to remind everyone once again.
Capture card, Phil. Just say capture card.
Yeah, Phil used to fucking mock people who had those setups because he kept telling people that him having his camera pointed at a TV while he's sitting next to it. It was like you were sitting there on the couch with him while he's playing the game. He thought it made it a more interactive and immersive experience for his audience by having the camcorder pointed at his TV. Because rather than
He
him-
also said that
Yeah. And you go,
that not only that, but the surround sound, that he could get more of a surround set experience with the camcorder setup instead of direct capture, and
Yeah.
he mocked people for it.
he didn't want to be huddled over a little computer desk or whatever, you know what I mean, sitting at a desk with monitors, whatever. He wanted to be able to play a game on his big TV, and he wanted to be sitting in a comfy couch or whatever, you know what I mean? And,
Oh, with
yeah,
headphones.
it's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
hunched over, looking at your monitor with your headphones on, not seeing the full game. But then it's like Evil AJ made a video about it though. He's giving like great examples, like people on the couch, there's no headphones, nothing like that at all. And it's like another one's like no headphones, not near a computer. And then what happens next? He puts in where Phil's like looking at his monitor to play Tetris. He has headphones on. The same thing he mocked other people for like
Exactly.
supposedly doing.
Everything that Phil ever
And now
mocks,
is Caddy's camera. It sits next to him on the couch.
pretty much, aye. But everything
okay.
he has mocked, everything he has ever mocked other people for doing, he's been guilty of doing himself.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Oh jeez. Thank you to Black Mantra Super Chat. It says, I buy a shark card for new updates if it looks fun. I am the villain. Yeah, I mean, also these shark cards, you know, it's a quick way to get money in GTA Online if you want to try and buy all the new expensive shit, you know, they're coming, you know, I want to buy a submarine or whatever, I want to buy this fucking warehouse or whatever. Yeah, some of these things will cost a lot of money in game, but you can do shortcuts if you have money. You can buy these shark cards apparently. And yeah, Black Mage is not one to waste time grinding, so he buys shark cards if it looks like a fun update. So yeah, he's a villain. He's why Rockstar didn't make Billy 2. Phil hates you for that. Rawr. Jesus. I mean,
Black Mage is like, you think I'm the villain? Go fuck yourself.
no, you're the villain. I'm the guy.
Well, say hello to the bad guy.
I'm the one Who bought a shark card for GTA Online? Me.
So the whole style of the playthrough changes halfway through. So I'm curious to see how that affected it. I've never watched this playthrough back, not once. So I don't even know if there's a giant change in my attitude or my commentary or the way I play the game, or if it's just the same, but it looks or sounds different. I don't know. I think that'll be fascinating to see if we get that far. The thing is, I know that a huge first part of it is still done with the camera. Okay. See you later, Lucky Gremlin. Lucky Gremlin's getting on a flight for the weekend. So, but yeah, so I know that we have a ways to go in the playthrough before we'll even get to the direct capture swap. So anyway, you guys voted for it. I had a poll all week. What's the next retro react you want to see? So tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, over on DSP Throwback, we're starting Bully Scholarship Edition. So we're gonna watch it just like we did with Heavy Rain, just like we did with the other games before, like Red Dead and Dark Souls 1. We'll be watching back the playthrough together. I'll be commenting on my thoughts about playthrough, the commentary, the time, the game, all that. It's gonna be great fun.
Right-o. Phil broke your stream.
Great fun.
Phil broke your stream by, I don't know, being a pig.
On my thoughts about the playthrough, the commentary, the time, the game, all that. It's going to be great fun. You know, we really had a great time with Heavy Rain. I think we'll have just as good of a time with the Bully Scholarship Edition playthrough. Okay. Now here's the thing. As I've explained to you guys, the whole idea of Retro React was something that I came up with the help of viewers, by the way. I'm not going to lie. It was viewers who had suggested this to me back in like late January, early February. And when we started trying it, it worked well. People liked it for variety. And I said, oh, I'll keep doing it on the Throwback channel. And now it's actually the most popular thing I do on the Throwback channel. The whole point of the channel is posterity, meaning taking playthroughs that either don't exist on the internet at all right now, like the Red Dead Redemption 1 or Final Fantasy 13 playthroughs, and upgrading them so they look modern and then putting them on the channel so you can watch them, or upgrading old playthroughs that really have been outdated now because of my style of gameplay from back then, and basically keeping the commentary, keeping the gameplay, but changing the visuals and audio so they look much better and making them, 30-minute parts and the like. So that's fine, and that will continue on the channel, but it wasn't really catching on, like views-wise and everything, for the amount of work going into it, wasn't doing much. When I started Retro React, immediately we got one.
The work going into it, Phil, it wasn't your work. Other people were doing the work for you. You're not acting like you fucking went to your goddamn way to fucking do all this effort for your audience when it's other people doing it out of the kindness of their own fucking dumbass hearts because they're not getting paid for all their fucking work they're doing, stitching together your old clips and trying to fucking make them look better.
And not only that, but they would take other people's content and put it right into his.
Yeah, that's just
Exactly. So it's still not his work.
It's unbelievable. But shout out to Playing Me Your Beliefs and their viewers for joining the stream. Thank you very much for Playing Me Beliefs for directing people over this way.
What up?
I hope you're all doing
I just
well.
think the whole.
Oops, sorry.
I just think the whole thing is dumb though. With the DSP Throwback, I think the whole thing is stupid. Just due to the fact that at first he's like, "Oh, I have people helping me. They're upscaling the footage," and then later on he doesn't even bring them up anymore. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm putting these videos out." It's like, no, you're really not.
And I mean, according to what Phil says, other people are actually have access to this channel so they can upload it themselves. That is something that people are pressing X out on, that Phil would actually give up that power and responsibility for one of his side channels.
No, he's not doing that.
It's a weird thing to fucking say, one of my editors have uploaded a video, and it's like someone has access other than DSP to this channel. Now, I know you can have some things sometimes where you can actually allow people, it depends on the status of the channel and the kind of branding in the channel, you can have multiple parties be given access to do some things, I think. But I think that's only for particularly large channels. I think you need to hit a certain threshold to meet that criteria to have like multiple people be able to access it, to be able to do things, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah.
No, that's about right. Well, I don't think he has it anymore because he's not even doing the 10 free giveaway memberships anymore because apparently that was taken away from him. So
yeah, I fucking went to the fucking Shadow Realm as well.
One stream a week that's getting good attendance, getting engagement, getting support for the channel, and the videos are getting more views than anything else. They're getting more views than the posterity playthroughs. I'm like, oh, well, I guess this is a good idea and we should keep doing it. So originally I was only going to do Retro React once every 2 to 3 weeks, and I was going to make it sparing so that way it felt special. But when we started playing Heavy Rain, people demanded that I do it every week. They were like, no, we love this, do it more often. Can you do it more than once a week? And I was like, no. We can't make everything Throwback. I've got to keep playing new games, The Throwback thing's a nice thing to do, maybe a special thing like once a week. So that's what we've been doing once a week for 6 straight weeks. It was Heavy Rain. So we finally finished Heavy Rain. And you guys voted all week long, and you voted for Bully Scholarship Edition. Okay, so that begins tonight on the late stream. Now, there's a few key factors that I'm looking for. How many people show up? How many people are engaged with it and really enjoy it? And how many people support the stream? If all 3 of those things are good, if attendance, engagement, and support are good, I would consider keeping this going as a weekly thing every Sunday night. And so Sundays would just be React days. Okay.
If two people
For money, money, and money.
if two people turn up and one person gives him $100, he's going to keep it going. The attendance doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
The viewership doesn't mean
Exactly.
shit. It's all about the money at the end of the day for Phil.
Of course.
That's fucking bullshit. Oh, if all these free things happen, it's got nothing to do with the free things. Money's the ultimate criteria at the end of the fucking day. And even he's admitting it now. He admitted the other day Baldur's Gate 3 was carried by like 5 people. And yet he kept going, mate. He kept playing it, he kept it a day stream, he fucking kept maintaining because he knows that was bringing in the fucking money.
All day long.
I'm agreeing with Tillman. Who are these people telling you this?
It's fucking crazy. It really is so crazy.
Weekly thing every Sunday night, and so Sundays would just be react days. Okay? All day long, I just keep reacting. But if I notice now that Heavy Rain's over and we're doing a different game, all of a sudden it slows down and half the people don't show up and everything is slow and no engagement, no support, then we'll probably just do it every once in a while. And that's okay. I'm not complaining either way. I'd be happy either way. I really would. If we don't do it every Sunday, then we'll have gameplay Sunday nights, right? Which I'm okay with. So let's see how it goes. All right. And the other thing is, what you have to remember is that just because we're starting Bully doesn't mean that every week has to be Bully. You know, we did do 6 weeks of Heavy Rain because people really wanted it. They asked for it over and over. They kept voting for it. And I was like, okay, let's keep doing Heavy Rain. But let's say this week is Bully. And let's say the stream does well tonight. People are like, let's keep Retro React going. Okay, let's do a poll for next week. Do you want Bully to continue? Do you want to go back to Dark Souls? Do you want to start something new? I'll do a new poll and see what people want. And based on that, that'll determine next week's Retro React stream. Okay, so let's see how it goes tonight. Let's see if we want to do another one next week. If it goes well and we want to poll, we'll poll. We'll figure it out, okay, on the fly. But I'm really hoping you'll join me. You know, you guys voted for it. I like doing it. Don't get me wrong. I'm really enjoying the Retro React stuff. I think it's a great idea. Hell, that's why I'm going to do a special React segment during my birthday marathon next week, which we'll talk about in a moment. So hopefully you'll join me for it tonight and it goes well. And then we'll go from there. Okay? Cool.
Who fucking cares?
Okay, I have to blow my nose, so I pause the recording for a second, everyone. Just give me a sec to blow.
Yay! Paused it. We have a
Pause.
pause.
He finally paused it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit concerned. I was a little bit concerned he wasn't gonna fucking pause the stream. I am glad I have been vindicated.
He probably, well, then again, he probably wouldn't have paused the stream anyway because he's moving to a different channel. But I was surprised that he did.
My nose, I'll be right back.
Yay.
And there's a blow his nose. I'm going to spam some soundboard things. What is one?
You have been the personification of stupidity since 1997. You sound like a human vacuum cleaner, managing to both suck and blow at the same time.
Those are two good additions. I like those ones.
Yes. I was gonna say it's Mega Maid. She's gone from suck to blow.
Yeah.
Suck.
And he's
Fuck.
back.
Even in the
probably gonna have to do
future,
that often
nothing
these
works.
days because of my allergies. And once they start kicking in bad, I'll probably have to start taking allergy meds. I'm glad that you can pause it. Though,
Oh,
now when
hey,
most people
God.
watching on demand won't have that interruption. Which
Hey,
is really
God.
cool. Okay.
I brought this point up too. He's like keeping track of his sicknesses like it's a period calendar where it's like I'm going to get on this day. Oh, on this day I'm going to be sick with allergies.
Yeah. The next day.
There's a new schedule?
obviously-
There's a second schedule?
Yeah, it's a second
Yeah,
schedule.
because I remember this too. It's like because it's a government put in his video how when multiple people were trying to get in touch with Phil for an interview, the excuse was I'm going to be sick on this day. So it's like he's pre-scheduling the sicknesses to be on that day when the interview is supposed to happen.
Oh, you mean like when he was supposed to do that thing with Wings and he had laryngitis, but he was later able to do his stream?
Actually, no. For that one, he said he was sick, and then he ended up streaming a few moments after he said that. No, this was I think it was like White Boy 7th Street is when he was supposed to do an interview with them.
Is this the one he was playing?
But he was
GTA
like, "No,
3
I'm going to be
instead?
sick."
He played GTA 3 instead that same day or something. Even though he was maybe too sick to
And
fucking
then
talk.
Rebsy made a great point how Secret actually added that to his 2016 top 10 moments. Legends.
There you go. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, so that was for Sunday. But what happens for the rest of this week? Well, Monday, I would basically like to do the same thing that I did on Saturday. Alone in the Dark on the daytime stream, 3 more hours of survival horror fun. And on the late stream, another session of Dragon's Dogma 2. So let's keep that rolling. Haha. But now I'm excited because, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to talk about Tuesday. Since we're not doing the co-op playthrough yet this week or whatever, my schedule's open. And I started thinking about what is it that I want to do? What do I want to bring back into the fold? What do I want to continue or what do I want to play new? I said, I know exactly what I want to do. Tuesday's going to be a good day. You ready for this? On Tuesday, April 2nd, it is the return. Ladies and gentlemen, rejoice. Elden Ringers, raise your hands above your heads and form the sacred shape. Because on Tuesday, Elden Ring returns to DSP Gaming.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No,
that is
where's
correct,
Final
ladies and
Fantasy?
gentlemen.
Give us Final Fantasy.
Also, can we get in a not funny, didn't laugh?
Oh, absolutely.
The Ring will sing. I don't know why I just said that. So, yes. If for those who are out of the loop, last year, I started a second run in Elden Ring. All right? And I believe it was around April, May-ish, actually, of last year that I started my second run of Elden Ring. And that run did well. It was a magic build. I wanted to make a magical character because the first run was anything but, really. And so this build was very interesting. And basically, I got all the way up to the part where I had killed the Lich Dragon. Remember the corrupted dragon that you fight with the God of Death and all that plotline and all of that, right? The deathbed bullshit, whatever the fuck she is or whatever. I can't even remember her name. But anyway, so we had gotten that far, and my build was crazy. At this point, when I had stopped playing the game, okay, I was so crazy powerful. I was putting a rune down on the ground, charging up my magic, and blasting enemies with this humongous Starbeam spell that looks like you're doing a Kamehameha in Dragon Ball. And the Lich Dragon literally melted when I hit him with this fucking thing. It was just like, and he's like, his whole health bar went, I did it one more time, and it went, whoop, and he got erased from existence. And I was like, holy shit, people weren't kidding. That magic in this game, when built properly, is crazy good. Of course, keep in mind that you're kind of a glass cannon, meaning you're weak, but you can destroy things with this magic, okay? So, I was having a great time with it, but what ended up happening was, after playing it for a bit, because I'm trying to remember exactly how long the playthrough was when we put it on hiatus. I guess if we say, here, if I search for...
Who fucking cares?
Return to Elden Ring.
Agreed.
Here it is. Return to Elden Ring playthrough was 39 parts. Stop. Yeah, here it was. Lich Dragon. Yup. 39 parts.
Yep.
Okay? And it did good. You know, the playthrough was doing fine. But then other stuff started coming out. And people were like, dude, are you going to seriously keep playing this, you know, endlessly?
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's new games coming out. And, you know, you committed to playing this second run of Elden Ring or whatever. And basically people were like, nah, you know what? We'd like to see you play the new games over Elden Ring. And I said, all right, so here's what we'll do. We'll hit the pause button on Elden Ring. Because the reason we were doing the second run is because we knew eventually DLC was going to come out for Elden Ring. In fact, most people at that time a year ago assumed the DLC was coming out in 2023. Like almost everyone thought, oh, it'll be out by the end of that year.
What's up, Eric?
Of course, that didn't happen. So we hit the pause button and we said, we'll come back to it when there's a reason to, right? When a DLC is going to come out, we'll go back to the game. So that way we'll be ready and in line for it. And a lot of people assumed that the Elden Ring DLC would be endgame DLC, meaning it would be very difficult. No one thought, oh, it'll be like a mid-game DLC that's really easy or whatever. So we all kind of knew I would have to go back and probably get further in the game than I had gotten in order to play the DLC, but we weren't sure what, okay? So we hit the pause button, and then I got engulfed in like Street Fighter 6 all summer, and then all this other stuff going on, and it just got so exciting with other games and things, we just never went back. And every once in a while, people would ask, hey, you going back to Elden Ring? And I was like, I will when it makes sense, but, you know, right now I don't see the reason to. And then finally, after all the waiting, you know, boom, we get the big announcement. Elden Ring DLC is coming out in June. And since that happened, people said, Phil, it's time. It's time to go back. And I was like, I agree with you, but...
Eviga, wake up.
Oh, well, I'm awake. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This whole thing is just boring. I don't give a fuck.
I know, it's so
I don't
boring.
care.
I know, I don't care. I must listen out for bingo things. It's so frustrating, I know. I'm gonna go one
Just know your shout out is coming soon.
It's time to bed.
It is. I'm going faster. I'm going 1.5. How's that? 1.5.
I gotta wrap up these ongoing RPGs before I can jump back into Elden Ring. We have to finish what we started, and I did. So now, because RPG Overload is done, we can bring back Elden Ring mid-run, because now I'd argue we're more than 2/3 through the game, right? Like, for what I'm doing, we're more than 2/3 through it. We're in the midst of doing the hardest stuff. So what we gotta do is we gotta go back down to the underground, and we have to go through and fight through that area of the aliens, and then we have to get to that giant alien boss that appears twice in the game. This is the first one. So we have to fight the first one, which I'm curious if magic even works on it. Since it's a magic-based boss, I wonder if magic doesn't work and I have to change my build. So we do that, and then once you beat that, I believe it takes you to the island in Liurnia. That's the plateau with all the magic island, where it has the dragons you fight, and it's the end of the Ronnie quest line. So we can do that, and that's good for my build. Like, the Ronnie quest line's built for magic. So we'll see, you know, how that factors into my build if it makes me any better. And then we gotta continue to the northeast of the game into the frozen area past the capital, because we beat the capital. We completely destroyed the boss, the goat guy, whatever his name is. I can't remember what his name is, but we melted him with magic. So we're gonna go up to the east, northeast area, the frozen area, and basically clear it out. And then while you're there, you can find, obviously, the way to get down to Moog's Blood Palace. And down there is where we have to beat that. And that's a really tough area. And we have to beat Moog, the true Moog, the Blood Moog, who's one of the hardest. He's probably the second hardest thing in the game to do. And once we're done, that's the setup for the DLC. So literally everything I just described is no exaggeration, probably about 20 hours of gameplay for me. Because number one, I haven't played the game in a year. I don't even remember.
Phil said, no exaggeration. We have our first bingo of the game.
Burger.
5 in a row.
Nice.
That's concerning.
Our first completed full row. Fantastic stuff indeed. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 8 away from a full house, but really we're 7 away because we've got a free space. And we are 1 snort away from a...
And we're 50 away from that one, getting the second set of bubbles.
If we get 200 likes, that would be insane. You know, that would be...
Actually, 154 right now.
That'd be mental. I can't...
Even better.
If we manage to get another free space from likes, that'd been nuts.
Remember the magic build. So more than likely what I'll do is when I start playing it again Tuesday, I got to get reaccumulated with the game. Let's go to earlier areas and mess around a little bit so I remember how to use the magic build. I remember how to play the game again.
Oh yeah. Lauren says his chat is dead. To be fair, his chat I've moved over to his React stream. My DSP chat box here, that's from DSP Gamer, of course. He's left the stream. He's gone over to the other channel now. So yeah, I will update his chat when we move over ourselves to his React channel. But yeah,
he hasn't even activated. That's why I had the music. It was raw field playing background flick.
And I can't change anything right now. If I leave this page, I do run the risk of not having access to view the stream anymore because Phil may have privated it already.
Yeah.
Maybe take on one of the optional dungeons that I know we're grinding shitty, but just to jump into one, just to get readjusted to the game so I know what I'm doing, and then jump back into the harder gameplay, because man, if I just go right to the hard stuff, I'm just gonna get pummeled. I'm not even remember how to use the build, right? So we're gonna start with Elden Ring returning to streams this Tuesday during the day stream. 3 hours of Elden Ring getting reacclimated. I think reacclimated is the word I always want to use, and I always say reaccumulated, which is the wrong word. Reacclimated to the world of FromSoft, right? Fuck you and your friends. So I hope you will join me for the return of Elden Ring, hour 40, because it was 39 hours last year, right? So this is the magic run resuming. Although it's funny, in just a year's time, I've completely changed the way that I do the videos. Like, the thumbnails will be different. The titling will be different. It's going to be weird to have a playthrough that's 39 hours long, and then all of a sudden it flips and changes everything. Will be different. The titling and everything will be looking completely different. Like, huh? It'll be confusing for some people, I'm sure. But I hope you will join me for that Tuesday on the day stream. Now, Tuesday night, I'm doing something else. I'm bringing something else back. It's going to be the return of Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. There's been a major patch that has gone live on all versions of the game. It apparently fixed many of the issues and problems that the game had at launch, and the actual hit detection, everything seems to be much better. All right, so we're gonna give it a
oh god, he messed with his eye again.
Issues and problems that the game had at launch, and the actual hit detection, everything seems.
So how can anyone do this? Not think to
poke themselves in the eye like that?
Yeah, like this shit here. Oh, for God's sake!
He's going in there deep, isn't he?
It's horrifying. It's like it's like an alien messing with his human skin suit. It really is. Nasty ass prick.
Oh, like Richard Donofrio out of Men in Black?
Yeah, kinda, yeah. Is that better?
Better. All right. So we're going to give it a shot on Tuesday night. You know the one thing I'm going to do? I'm going to mute the goddamn music so I can actually make some ad revenue on the videos, because that first batch of videos I made did good views-wise, and they all got claimed for Star Wars music. And then I made no money on the videos. I was like, fuck this piece of shit. So I'm just turning all the music off. No music. We'll have sound effects. We'll have screaming of people dying. But we won't have any music. That way I can actually make $1 on the videos, right? So we're going to do that Tuesday night. And I'm going to jump right into Battlefront 2.
About that money.
It's amazing how fucking desperate it is for that $1, These days the videos don't fucking get a whole lot of ad revenue, but he's determined to still fucking monetize it all the same. Anything for an extra fucking $1 or $2. Who cares if the audience fucking don't get to enjoy the whole experience because they don't get to hear the immersive fucking classical Star Wars music. Phil wants to make his goddamn money, not only from the streams, but from on-demand dollar revenue as well. It's just...
Of course, Phil says, fuck John Williams.
For God's sake. Never change, show you greedy piece of shit. Never change.
Better game of the two. And we're going to see how it goes. If the matches are good, if the quality is good, and people have a good time with it, maybe we'll do it every once in a while, like once or twice a week, as a late night, multiplayer stream for variety purposes. I like having variety on the streams. So we'll see what happens and see how it goes from there. But we're testing it, okay? And then Wednesday, to end my streaming week, it'll be more Alone in the Dark and more Dragon's Dogma 2, okay? And so, likely what we'll end up doing is alternating stuff. We'll probably have days of, Alone in the Dark and Dragon's Dogma, and then a day of, like, Elden Ring, and maybe some Star Wars. We'll see how it goes. We can always adjust on the fly. When my wife is ready and we want to go up, we'll do that.
He just
we
said
want to do
that
an
he's going to
oddball
play
thing here or there.
Dragon's Dogma in the day now. I thought that was just going to be a late night strip.
No, he said it was late night stream.
Chilled.
He said he's going to do a late night stream. He's still playing No, I'll rewind it for you, but I'm pretty sure he basically is doing the same on Wednesday as yesterday. Well, not today, yesterday, sorry, yesterday.
Okay.
But I'll rewind to confirm that, but I'm pretty sure it was basically the same. Alone in the Dark, whatever it's called, and then Dragon's Dogma 2.
Alternating stuff. We'll probably have days of, Alone in the Dark and Dragon's Dogma, and then a day of like Elden Ring and maybe some Star Wars. We'll see how it goes. We can always adjust on the fly. When my wife is ready and we want to start the co-op, we could do that.
Oh,
we
he
want to do
means
an
the
oddball thing
days.
here or
Oh,
there.
okay.
We could do that.
Oh, the
But keep in
days.
mind, this coming Saturday, April
Who
6th.
cares, Phil? Who fucking cares? We have a fucking birthday.
Who fucking cares?
It's just, I mean, we get it. You're a birthday boy. You're gonna be expecting a whole lot of money thrown your way because your fucking birthday. It's the anniversary of your fucking mother popping your sorry ass out into the fucking world this day 42 years ago. Big fucking whoop.
6th is my big birthday bash event. And I apologize because I didn't have anyone make artwork this year. So usually I have like a Phil's birthday bash.
I didn't have anyone make artwork this year. He forgot to demand artwork from his
Oh,
fucking
they all
deck.
forgot about him.
I mean, why would he have to remind his die-hard audience members to think? You'd think one of them would have made artwork for him out of kindness or little hearts. But no, Phil forgot to remind him, forgot to fucking demand it from them, so he has no artwork to show off this year for his special birthday event. It's only 6
They got
days away
tired
as
from
well.
doing the overload.
Yeah, the birthday's ruined, exactly.
Promotional picture.
Yep.
I totally forgot to do it this year. It's my fault. I didn't even think about it. My time is creeping up on me. I was like, dude, my birthday is Saturday. Holy shit. So on Saturday, April 6th, we're doing a marathon here on DSP Gaming. And it's going to be a good variety of stuff at this point. Like, people have come up with some really good ideas of stuff to do. That's right. I'm finally 53 years old. Finally. No, I'm 42 years old. Which means I'm the answer to life, the universe, and everything. We just don't know the question yet, right?
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No.
Funny. Think one.
Fuck you, Phil.
There you go. So anyway, no one's going to get that reference, I don't think. But anyway,
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Douglas Adams, fuck you, Phil.
This basically this stream is gonna be a marathon. Sorry, I'm distracted because Food Made like, you can get to Most Palace in 3 hours. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not gonna rush it. I'm gonna take my time and do other content so I get used to Elden Ring again. The point of me returning to Elden Ring is twofold. Number one,
Money.
to get to Most Palace to get ready for the DLC. But number two, to bring variety back to the stream, something that
Money.
people want to watch, and to basically get readjusted to Elden Ring gameplay. What's the point of going back to the game if I'm not gonna fight challenging stuff? Right? This is not a race to Moog. This is do fun stuff. So relax, Felix. Okay. Anyway, let's talk about the birthday marathon on Saturday, April 6th. Number one, chill vibes all day with booze. What booze? Well, I still have the Long Island iced tea that I had
He's
from
not an alcoholic, mind you.
my Super Bowl event 2 months ago in February. I'll probably have some of that. I'm sure I'll have something to take some shots, and I'll see what else I can get. I don't know if I want to get beer or something else. I'll find some other drink mixes or whatever that we can have some booze during the course of the day. Food. I'll be ordering a meal. I don't know what yet. Don't ask me what yet. I don't know. So people are like, oh, you tell us what it is? No, I don't even know. My wife and I will probably decide and order.
You mean
like,
Cat's
morning
not
or something.
going
Who
to
knows?
poison you with another cake this year?
We'll have some food delivered and have a nice Feasting with Phil episode here live with you on the show. I haven't done one of those in many months, right? Like, we've done a few that my wife made the food. We haven't like ordered from a restaurant and had like any kind of cuisine like that in a while, so that'll be fun. Schedule update will be a big chunk of this thing, probably over an hour. Meaning what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through all the game release schedule for 2024.
I thought, I could have sworn that he said that Cat was going to make him a cake before.
Yeah,
Yep.
he said he was going to make a cake. Then they were going to buy a cake. Then he was going back to making a cake. But I guess no cake now.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Just
surprised that, yeah. I hope one of his dead heads bring up, what cake is she going to make this year? It's like, no, we're not going to, it's not happening. I didn't say it was happening. Don't
Make
you
a
dare.
spaghetti cake.
There's none of your business.
Yes,
We're gonna look at all the major
classic
games.
spaghetti cake.
Oh, God. It's, what's the best cake you can get from DoorDash?
The release dates and figure out which ones I'm interested in playing and populate a calendar with that. Once that calendar's populated, we'll then be able to at a glance look at the rest of the year and say, oh, well, this month's going to be really busy, but this month has almost nothing. So now we can figure out what projects we actually want to do during what time frame. For example,
that's an hour
there's
of
games like
that,
Final
mind
Fantasy
you,
VII
people.
Rebirth or Sea of Stars, okay, that I started and haven't finished, and I probably want to bring them back at some point. But we have to find out when they fit. In addition, what about, for example, bringing in something new that I didn't do? Maybe eventually I want to play Rise of the Ronin, or maybe eventually I want to do another game that I skipped in the last several months, and now we have opportunity to play, right? There's been quite a few like that, where people are like, did you hear about this game? It's really good, and I'm like, I can't play it now, I'm stuck in these RPGs and stuff. Well, now we're out of the RPGs, we got to figure out what fits in where, right? So that's going to be a fun segment, because you're going to be here for it. We're going to have that interaction and figure that out together. I think that's going to be a really good time to figure out the schedule. Should be pretty fun. But in addition to that, we're going to do a very special segment that I'm actually really excited for now. I'm going to create a playlist, listen to this, of my most viewed videos ever on the internet, from all of my channels, including Darkside Phil, DSP Gaming, my old vlogging channel, and the KO Gaming channel that has now been rebranded into DSP Throwback. Okay, so that will be fun. I can't wait to see what we do when we react to that. I think it's going to be super duper fun to relax and enjoy the most videos I've ever made. And in a lot of these cases, you know, I haven't watched back these videos and they have millions of views, you know? So, you know, it's funny, each channel's a little different. Actually, I think 2 of my most viewed videos ever are both Spider-Man, from 2 different Spider-Man playthroughs that I did back in the day. I was known as like the Spider-Man playthrough guy on YouTube for the longest time, and then YouTube removed my content from the algorithm. Like, you can't find those videos anymore. Seriously. Like, they don't show up in the search anymore, which is bullshit, because I used to get, no exaggeration, thousands and thousands and thousands of views from those videos every month, and now the channel gets 0 views on those videos every month because YouTube removed them from the algorithm. Okay? So,
well, it's not about the videos themselves getting removed from the algorithm. It's more about the algorithm changing over time. They didn't just fucking look at your videos and go, yeah, we're going to fucking get rid of those videos from our fucking algorithm. That's not how that works. The YouTube algorithm is a very closely guarded sort of kind of thing where, I mean, if people knew what was contained within the YouTube algorithm, they would exploit it to the best of their ability as much as possible. Also, some people have ideas and, you know, theories, and, you know, also these big massive YouTubers fucking always say keep a close eye on these kind of things. They're always changing thumbnails like a day after or whatever, or changing titles. So yeah, some of these big massive YouTubers will change their thumbnails and titles a day or 2 later, after they already uploaded what they've fucking made before, to try and get some better engagement going, to see if it gets better, you know, metrics or whatever. So yeah, so Phil's actually
the algorithm.
And Phil's pretending like, oh, they went after him. They went after his videos and stopped his videos from being in the algorithm. They just changed their algorithm overall for everyone. And Phil never adapted with the times because he was just set in his ways and stuck doing the same thing as what worked before. YouTube evolved and he didn't.
It's like everyone does that. It's like I did a stream where I just play video games as my detox stream, and then I played another game. So you know what I did? Change the title because I played 2 games instead of just 1.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just
it happens.
But yeah, Phil's pretending, oh, YouTube went out to get me. YouTube, you know, stopped my videos being popular. No, they changed the algorithm for everyone, and you just never changed your titles for those videos or whatever.
Like, he's trying to make it out like YouTube is like out to get him. Like someone at YouTube's like, hey, we know who Darkside Phil is, right? It's like, yeah, let's just fuck with him with his algorithm. It's like he says the same thing. It's like the whole thing with the Argentinian memberships.
Yeah.
How YouTube can't fix it. It's like nothing YouTube could fix.
Exactly. Let's rewind it just so we can see his victim complex again and pretend that YouTube are out to get him.
Pretty much. I think 2 of my most viewed videos ever are both Spider-Man, from 2 different Spider-Man playthroughs that I did back in the day. I was known as like the Spider-Man playthrough guy on YouTube for the longest time, and then YouTube removed my content from the algorithm. Like, you can't find those videos anymore. Seriously. Like, they don't show up in the search anymore.
Also,
which is bullshit, because I used to get, no exaggeration, thousands and thousands and thousands of views from those videos every month, and now the channel gets 0 views on those videos every month because YouTube removed them from the algorithm. Okay?
Like your top 10 racist things that disappeared now, and there's a dip in your viewership.
It's unbelievable.
Or another part where it's like he deleted a lot of videos from the pre-stream podcast that he had in the Level 1 podcast. That's a red flag for YouTube, and they have to look into it. And it's like, yep, he fucked himself in the algorithm.
Massively, yeah.
Phil did it. Him.
He is basically his own worst enemy. I've always said that. He is always going to bring about his own demise more than anyone, more than Turkey Tom, Tevin, Keemstar, Evil AJ. He is always going to be his own worst enemy.
Even.
Yeah, it doesn't. You can name off like 100 people easily of all these different random detractors and other content creators. He is his worst enemy, and he always will be.
That's going to be really fun, and that's probably going to be a good segment of this marathon, us reacting to the classic biggest videos I've ever made in my history. So just between the food, the schedule, and that's going to be hours and hours, all right? Now, what else can we do during the marathon? I leave that in your hands, because everyone has had a different idea. Some people are like, hey, do a tier maker. Okay, but what should we do? Should we rank Mario games? Should we... Hold on a second.
Who fucking cares?
Hold on a second. I got distracted by pop-up. We could do a tier maker, but I don't know what you want to do. One of the tier maker suggestions was rank Mario game. One of the suggestions was rank the years that you made content. And I'm like, so rank 2008 through 2023? We could do that, but you know, that would be really tough because I would have to review every game that I played those years, but also think about all the personal stuff that happened as a YouTuber in my personal life. That would be a rough thing to do. Like, I feel like that's an event in itself. Like, one day I just say, DSP ranks 15 years of content creation, and we could go into detail in each year about what happened in each one, right? And then rank. So I feel like that'd be like too tough of a one to do. But also, people might be craving gameplay. Do you want to see me play some Battlefront? Do you want to see me return to Street Fighter 6 for the first time in months and just do some casual play with a variety of the characters that I know how to use, right? That's all perfectly viable if you want to see that. So I feel like it's going to be a nice casualized setting, a lot of chill, relaxing, having some booze, going through the schedule, you know, reacting to classic content. At the end of the night, the last thing we're going to do is have a piece of birthday cake that my wife's going to make me. And it's going to be a nice cake. I already know what she's making, but I'm not going to spoil. It's very different from what she did last year, that's for sure. So it should be a good event.
They're not
Like-
poison.
So now she's making a cake again. She is finally back to making the cake. She's been fucking told her role. She's been set in place. Bill's wagged his finger in
Pick a
fury.
story.
Yeah. And so there we go. You're gonna get out of the kitchen and you're gonna make a cake. And this time you're gonna make it so it won't make me shit my pants. Because apparently that's what happened last
I
year.
hope to God that. I hope to God he goes, honey, why don't you make me a spaghetti cake that my mom used to make?
Oh god, thanks, Mom. I mean, Cat.
Or accidentally call her mummy when you ask the question. Mummy, I mean, Cat, could you make the cake that Mum used to make me?
Is my birthday cake ready yet, Mom?
like-
Cat.
I'm reminded of that's another thing too. He's like the cake made him sick. It's like Phil, you ate a greasy ass pizza and you ate nachos, so that's also going to help with the indigestion there.
Jesus,
But
man.
also, there was an ingredient that Cat didn't have, so she substituted it.
Bloody hell, man. Yeah, so she's remember she's meant to have a passion for cooking. I think she has a passion for consuming the food rather than creating it. Going by what we've recently seen of her, but who knows? She'd rather consume the damn food than
It's like
fucking make it.
Leanna was more of a cook than Kat was, in my opinion.
She tried, to be fair, she tried. Damon Anderson says he can do a tier maker for 15 years. He has a top 10 DSP moments videos to use. What, a secret made? Yeah, that's a shout. Oh, God.
Yeah, but that's Derish's job to set that up for him.
Yeah, Darish, yeah, get to work, Darish, you dumb little bitch.
My stuff, and you just want to have a chill day, celebrate my birthday, come by on Saturday, April 6th, all day long, and we'll have a good time together. Okay? Fair enough? I hope so. I hope that you guys will join me for that if you can make it.
Fair enough.
On my birthday. All right. Outside of that, it's going to be an alternation again between Elden Ring or Alone in the Dark. It's going to be an alternation between like Battlefront and Dragon's Dogma 2 on these various streams. Sunday will still be a React day next week, and we'll go from there to figuring out when's the co-op starting and all of that. And the thing is, once we have the gaming schedule segment of the marathon done, we will know way more concretely what's coming out and what to expect, and it will allow me to have a better idea of what's going on there. Okay? Fair enough? Okay.
Nope.
All right. No, Derek is not doing a tier maker for the birthday event. He says he's making some kind of a questionnaire about my history, and I'm willing to try it. I don't know how it's going to work or if we're going to like it, but he's working on it, and so when he finishes it by Saturday, we'll do it for a segment. We'll try it and see what the heck it is. I think it's supposed to be like questions about
He'll
me as
fill the
content creator and
questionnaire.
games and stuff like that. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Question 7. What did you think of
Okay,
MILF Hunters 3?
so guys-
They take Miami, you know.
Oh, Jesus. Did you see the latest thing from Derek on Twitter? Oh, I wonder if I can scroll.
God.
No.
I wonder how quickly I can find it when I scroll. I don't know how quickly I'm about
I
to
see a
find
lot of
this.
Stellar Blade.
It's a yeah. Hold on, let's see if I can find this. Barrett Wells is having a good time. That's good to see. Barrett Wells is having a grand old time in his little Seattle staycation. But where is it? Where's
He's
it?
having fun.
Where's the Derek thing? Where's the Derek thing? It's a thing where Derek couldn't
What's the Derek
count.
thing? Stellar Blade.
It's a thing where Derek couldn't count. It's hilarious.
He can count?
No, I'm trying to find it. I want to find it so badly, but I can't find it. Oh, please. I was hoping, because I've seen it pop up a few times earlier on, so I thought it wouldn't take too long to fucking find it if I scrolled. Ah, and it's taking
I
forever
also
to
saw
scroll.
those little Easter eggs, aka the like collector's edition for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I hate that was so dumb.
This is not a Derek thing, but I like it, so I'm going to retweet it. That's sweet thing.
No, bomb thief.
Yeah. Oh hell, I think the Derek thing's. Oh, damn it. Where the hell is it? Damn it, I mean, I'm spending all the time scrolling and I can't find it, and it's so annoying. It was basically like, he was like,
So it was adding up, yeah?
yeah, it's to do with maths, you know? It was like, he was fucking talking about fucking porn stars again, and it was like 5 of them on the picture, but he counted 4 of them. All that. There was some
I thought it was
dumb
going to be
thing
like an
that, yeah.
algorithm. I mean, what's it called? Algebra question, you know, like if a webcam girl starts at 3:30 p.m.
How much can I
and
scroll?
another one starts at 4:30 p.m., but his iPhone doesn't work, how much questions can he put in for that time piece?
There's only so much I can scroll, for fuck's sake. Come on, fuck. Why is someone just hugging a bear? Oh, there's someone making fun of Phil.
You got to hug a bit.
I'm making
It's an
something quick in
allegory.
honor of the guys managing BG3.
I knew it.
Oh, for God's sake. It's someone I can't find this. Maybe it's just a fucking whale, but yeah, it's just. Where the hell is that?
Yeah, you don't want to check
Yeah.
Derish's page straight away online.
I'm
It's
definitely not going to his
Definitely
page.
not safe for work.
I'm definitely not going
Yeah,
to
hell
his
no.
page. That's a danger fucking thing to do. And look at this, checking the ring finals.
Are we
The finals
smashing
is
good
real.
day? Yes, the answer is 5. That is correct. You
There's
go to
a
the head
big
of the
revolution. Look, guys, the Chicken Ring finals is on Thursday, April the 4th. And yeah, sadly, I'm not a finalist. I was
Nice.
I was robbed. I was robbed of my place in the finals because I was a bit mean to the judges with my robust style diss track. Yeah, I know, but it is what it is. You know, nothing you can do. You know how it goes with these things.
I'm boycotting now. That's it. I'm boycotting. I'm out.
It is.
But
what it is.
here's what I'm going to say about King of the Ring. Like, big ups to everyone that submitted, and big ups to the finalists. Just big ups to everyone in general for that one, though. Even though the people that didn't win, at least you're more creative than Phil is.
Yeah.
I guess that's
As far as I'm
annoying.
concerned, you're all winners.
Yeah, but I had my fucking finalist song ready and everything, and now I don't get to perform it. I'm absolutely gutted. So it's a shame.
Oh no, you're doing it for the members.
It's,
That's why we do the
it's,
membership drop. You're doing it
yeah.
for the members.
Yeah. I mean, I've got.
So
I've
if
got
you
a
want to
song
hear
right
it,
here.
become a member.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good song as well, although it's a bit mean towards DSP. You know, he might think of it as bullying if I do the song. Anyway, I couldn't find a fucking direct picture. Let's just get on with the fucking bingo again, and let's see if we can get this full house confirmed.
That is what I got today. I wanted to go through that thoroughly so you know what's going on in the next couple of weeks. Now the schedule has been established. Yes, we're returning to Elden Ring, which I'm excited for, and I hope that you guys will join me for that.
Who fucking
and,
cares?
Outside of that, continuing new games. And again, if we end up finishing some games, that's fine. We can bring in some new games. What will they be? I don't know. Let's see what's available. I'm sure there's stuff that I missed or stuff that you guys have wanted and you've told me about. Like, I know someone said, oh, this game's right up your alley and it's this and that. And I'm like, yeah, but I can't talk about that now because I'm in the middle of RPG Overload, right? So now RPG Overload is over and I hope that people will come back and say, hey, here was the game that I suggested. Now you want to do it now? Maybe I do. You know, I don't know. So we'll figure this out. Okay. So I'm not sure what happened here. We had someone who did a super chat and then they said to give a shout out to a certain person, and I don't know who that is. And then they got banned by a mod. I just feel like that was some kind of a troll thing. So, gee, thanks for the super chat. You were
I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, I wonder who that could be. I Vega, I think his name.
Well, Phil said a name. I went around it, but let's see if Phil. He knows the super chat happened, and it's a name he doesn't know.
Yes.
Then someone else leaned it. Apparently, one of his mods leaned it. Well, Phil, say the name. Say his name. Say his goddamn name.
Say it.
So I'm not sure what happened here. We had someone who did a super chat, and then they said to give a shout out to a certain person, and I don't know who that is. And then they got banned by a mod, which makes me feel like that was some kind of a troll thing. So, gee, thanks for the super chat. If you were a troll, I'm not gonna read your message. I don't know why I got moderated, but oh well. Our first real contribution
Because you know
today
who I
is a $2
am.
tip.
Our first real contribution of the day. Phil said contribution.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
So sadly, Eviga did not get a shout out from Phil Burnell. One day, maybe. One day.
No, actually, no. Technically, I did though, because he's like, I don't know who that is. Like, technically, you do know who I am though. If your if your mod automatically banned the super chat, you know who I am.
Yeah, well, when
See,
he's
even
saying
Darkseid knows who I am. Ibiga.
yeah, well, he's claiming he doesn't recognise it, but obviously the moderator did, you know what I mean? But Phil's still claiming ignorance, I guess. But the funny thing is, he's not counting that as a genuine contribution. Although obviously it's a super chat, so it doesn't really matter in terms of it's counting. But yeah, but listen to what he says afterwards.
So, gee, thanks for the super chat. If you were a troll, I'm not gonna read your message. I don't know why I got moderated, but oh well. Our first real contribution from today is a $2
Our first real contribution for the day.
tip.
No, I think it's real. I've seen it. He's real.
He's a real boy.
Yeah.
Even
So
so,
listen to
like
this,
I
okay?
remember someone
Here we
actually
go.
put my name in there too. It was like he was telling a dump story, and then my name was mentioned.
Poor Eviga.
$2
well,
anonymous tip. And I think this is
I
a
don't
legitimate
give a
suggestion.
shit.
I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna weigh and balance
I
what
think
you're
it's
saying, try to
funny.
figure this out. All right.
Oh, this could be controversial.
Okay, let's see what they have to say. Did we ever see a segment where you take questions about a
Airline.
member's life issues or an opinionated question and then you respond? Make it a high-tier members feature. That way trolls can't infiltrate it. Yes, they can. The memberships actually are very easy to get on the cheap, so that doesn't even work what you're suggesting. Make a community post each week. Let those members post their issue or question. Maybe a more long-form react with fans than just chat questions. Hashtag DSP listens. Okay? So here's the deal. Okay?
Sorry.
Number one. These member ideas will never work. We already know that now YouTube is completely broken when it comes to memberships. People can easily spoof an IP address, pretend like they're somewhere else in the world, and buy a membership for pennies on the dollar. You can literally buy like a highest tier membership for less than $1. Okay? So sadly, the suggestion doesn't work just on those grounds. And that sucks, I know, because I liked doing stuff with memberships, and now basically they're completely worthless thanks to YouTube being busted and being stupid. Okay? But that being said, The idea of me
Ooh,
taking
that being
serious
said, he said
Yep.
that.
There we go.
Burger.
5
5 in a row. That's concerning.
I just love. I love. I mean, there's actually why. It's incredible that there's a sound clip that exists for that when you think about it. 5. Phil actually said the words 5 in a row. That's concerning. I didn't stitch that together. That is one unedited clip from one of his streams, from one of his videos before. I think he was all about low support. It happened like 5 streams in a row. So he kept going 5 in a row. And,
Also,
and the best part
also I'm thinking of something. No, go ahead. You first.
I was basically saying I've got ones as well for like 7 and 9 and 11. It's just crazy. On you go.
Oh my lord.
No, I was going to say, I think the reason why he didn't want to shout me out is because he didn't want to try to say my name. Knows who I am, just doesn't want to pronounce it.
Vega? Is that the
He would have
character
probably
from Street Fighter?
He would have probably said that stupid shit too, which I think it's funny.
Vega. Is it a big
Even what
is it a hard eye or is it?
it's an I, it's an E, whatever. Stupid dumb troll name.
Vega. Hugh did a weird thing where he fucking added 5 more syllables to it or something. Yeah.
Iriga?
Question mark at the end. Iviga.
But yeah,
Gets higher at the end.
as you said
he
though,
talks.
he read your name and so he is now aware of your existence.
Mm.
But then again, a moderator got rid of him.
Yeah, damn moderator. Damn you, eternal napalm.
Nope, you're still there.
But that being
You haven't
said,
got rid of you. You're still sitting here.
The idea of me taking serious questions and things like that and taking dedicated time to actually talk about it. Here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you here. I never once in my entire time being on YouTube or on the internet in general, I never said that I am someone who is like wise or smart, that I'm someone who knows better than anyone else. I don't think I've ever presented myself to you guys as like a guru or someone to go to for big life advice. Like, when did that ever happen? I'm just a normal guy, enjoying life,
No, just
playing
a cult
games,
leader.
hanging out, having a good time with my audience. And that's all that matters, right? Listen, every once in a while, perhaps.
Basically, Phil says he doesn't care about talking to his audience about serious shit. He doesn't want to fucking talk to his audience about the fucking things that are going on in their fucking life. He couldn't give a shit.
Yeah, that's why
about
this
the
thing wouldn't
fucking-
work,
yeah.
because they were saying that they should call it Phil Listens. He doesn't listen.
He never does.
Not even if you gave him money up
It's never
front.
going to happen.
Not even if you gave him money up front for the fucking perk to fucking get the chance to ask him. He's not going to fucking try and give you some goddamn advice or help or whatever. He's not going to be some sort of shoulder to cry on or whatever. Why would he?
No, but he tried giving advice though. He already tried that though. If you're trying to play Street Fighter 6 ranked, be a good loser.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's no bigger loser than Phil. He's the ultimate loser.
Yeah, he's too busy to listen.
Hell, Phil, go on. It's a strange. I mean, Phil, you just say you don't care about your fans. Well, that's a bit crass to say. Just say you don't care about trying to give advice to your fans about their lives.
I could give you some advice on something I know about, whether it's games or whatever. You know, sometimes I'll interject a little bit of my own personal experience or stuff like that. I don't know why people would even want to ask me these questions. I'm not an authority figure, nor did I ever present myself in that way. Like, for example, there's many content creators and YouTubers out there that present themselves in a way that they act like there's some kind of a authority figure. Okay? Meaning, oh, I'm an expert on left-wing politics. I'm an expert on this philosophical kind of thinking. I'm an expert on the history of this certain line of something, games or TV, or I'm a guru, you know, I'm encyclopedic in knowledge about movies and stuff like that. People present themselves in that way, correct? For sure. I don't. When have I ever said, come to me because I'm a wealth of knowledge on this subject matter? Never, right? Not once. If you want to ask me questions about like Super Turbo or something, I guess.
Yeah, exactly, Phil. I was actually going to fucking mention there. You have shown some. You voiced your annoyance that you were never approached before by people to talk about Super Turbo. Like Alex Valle got fucking interviewed like recently, you know, and all that shit. And people in the FGC have been interviewed as well for some things, especially what happened like years and years ago. Phil Burnell apparently does not get approached by these people and gets asked these questions like other people do. And he was angry and upset that he is never approached by anyone that's doing these interviews and doing these like shows or documentaries or whatever based on things that he has history about, like, you know, Super Turbo and Street Fighter back in the fucking day. So that's like the only time I can remember that Phil has tried his best to present himself as an authority figure and complain that he wasn't approached. I don't know about you guys, but that's one thing that springs to mind. I think it was like last month that he was complaining about that. how he knows all this shit about Street Fighter or whatever, especially back in the day. Somebody was doing some sort of fucking thing about it, but he wasn't approached, even though he was there for it.
Yeah, the FCG won't talk to him ever again, apparently.
But
He
remember,
knows things.
but Phil told the FGC to keep his name out their mouse, even though he fucking name drops them regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah, name drops people in the FGC.
The FGC
It
doing
immediately
it
jerk.
with me.
And then you also get like, what was it? Snake Eyes. How he's like, oh, it's a stupid laggy Zangy player, and all of a sudden Snake Eyes. Oh my God, it's Snake Eyes.
He's the best Zangief player in the world, sir. Snake Eyes dominated me. Oh well. Fucking bitch.
And yet, but then meanwhile, there are other people in the community in the FGC that actually he went up against. He called them scrubby, but yet they play the game better than he does.
That's fucking mental.
Or about the history of being a YouTuber for 15 years, that I can tell you. That's about it, right? Like, I give you my opinions on stuff, but this is not anything to live your life by. And if I had an entire premise of a show or something like that based on, hey, ask Phil questions, he's going to give you advice, I think that's a terrible idea. Because basically when you do that, you put yourself kind of in the line of fire, do you not? Like, what's to say that someone asks me a serious question about, let's say, for example, a relationship. Let's say someone's in a relationship and they're in a bind. And they ask me a question. And I answer honestly, I think you should do this. Maybe this will work. And then they do it, and then it blows up, and the relationship ends. And they're like, oh, it's your fault. You gave me bad advice, Phil. Like, well, wait, but I never wanted to present myself as a guru to tell you what to do. I don't know any better than anybody else, you know? So
you still gave
if that
the
was the kind
advice,
of content
though.
creator I was, if I was presenting myself in a situation where it's like, oh yeah, I'm a life coach. I'm a guru of this or that. I'm not at all. Nor did I ever aspire to be or present myself as such. If you're here to have a good time, great. But outside of that, you know, beware at your own risk of trying to take any action in your own life based on something you hear in my content. I don't know what else to say. Like, that's your personal choice. If I start doing a whole series about that, now I'm putting myself in the line of fire because I actively chose to do that, right? That would be my fault. So, no, I do not think that I will be doing that, but thank you for the tip. Okay, so people are saying there's a detractor channel, and so someone actually did a real $10 super chat just to say for me to do a shout out to the detractor channel. Wow, you're stupid, huh? Because I didn't shout it out, so I'm not dumb. And
Yay! Let's go!
Say the name, Phil. Say it.
Say the goddamn name.
Still got your $10. Thanks.
I feel like Luke from Street Fighter 6 right now. It's like, woo! Let's go!
Oh goodness me. At least you had a hot topic of conversation at some point in today's stream. The stream chat kept talking about you enough for Phil to address it even more.
Exactly.
I wonder how many subs you gained from a 200,000 subscriber strong channel doing a live stream. How many extra subs did you gain from that, I wonder? Did you explode in popularity thanks to fucking Phil Burnell addressing you?
No idea.
So, my nose itches.
Rub that nose.
Let's see here. Hold on 1 second.
1 second. Say the name, Phil. No, it's not do. It's Iviga. Say it.
Oops. I was so close.
I think
so
he's
close.
I think he's molding
shout
right
out,
now.
And then I misclicked. Okay, hold on.
Look at him molding right now.
I know.
Okay. Shout out to 1 Minute Man for $20 tip. Thank you, 1 Minute Man. I appreciate that. Let's see what 1 Minute Man has to say this morning.
Who fucking cares?
Say Iviga's name.
Oops, $20. And Minute Man, not. Wow, that's completely misspelled. Oh no, 1 minute mean. The 1 minute mean. Okay.
That's funny. Dickson.
Okay, so 1 Minute Man says the following.
He's back.
I feel no Baldur's Gate 3 stuff today. You know, I'm glad because we're done with Baldur's Gate 3. Like, no, really, we finished it Friday. I'm done with it. I really want to talk about it anymore. I said my piece about the game. We're moving on now, okay? I have a relaxing and somewhat funny story that may have relevance in today's world. Once I worked with a guy who at times behaved oddly. One day someone said jokingly to him, "You're crazy, man." He responded, "I'm not crazy, and I have papers to prove it." For a few seconds, I wondered where you get such papers. Then it dawned on me that certainly explained a lot. It was a unique and fascinating experience to work with a guy like that. He was otherwise harmless. In today's world, maybe such papers would be a common requirement for many jobs. Where would you get papers to say that you're not crazy, right?
Probably from a sanatorium upon your release to confirm you're sane again.
I don't know, actually.
So Phil, why are you laughing if you don't get it? Are you laughing just because you want to try and make it seem like you fucking appreciate? No, if you don't get it, just don't pretend to fucking understand the joke, Phil.
Just say, I don't know, Phil.
Yeah, I literally don't know.
But say Iviga's name, Phil. Say it. Say Iviga.
Fuck you and your friend. For a psychiatrist, can you get that? Can you get a piece of paper from a psychiatrist that says, I certify that so-and-so is not crazy? Or would it just say, I certify that so-and-so is of sound mind? Because wouldn't you get that for, like, for example...
Oh, for fuck's sake, Mr. fucking pedantic trying to ruin 1 minute man's shitey joke. That's a fucking great investment. $20
says I'm not crazy.
The fuck? Was that a voice filter? The fuck did that voice come from? Just like a fucking Septicon came on.
Oh, yes.
Oh, fuck me.
Sorry, I'm back now.
I just thought you finally fucking hit puberty for a second there, that was all.
Example, like if you're in a court proceeding and someone's trying to claim insanity to get off from a crime or whatever, oh, it was because he was nuts, so put him into an institution rather than incarcerate him. And so you could, I think that's what it would be. I really doubt that you got a certificate that says, oh, so by the way, you're not crazy.
That's funny. Dickens.
I just want to point out, we're only 15 likes away from 200.
You have got to be shitting me. Are we seriously on like 185 likes right now or something? That is insane.
We are.
So we have 2 free spaces as things stand already. We are 1 burp away from another free space, and if we hit 200 likes, there's another free space on top of that. Also, apparently Phil touched his ear. Let me see.
A certificate that says, oh, so by the way, you're not crazy. Congratulations would be.
No, it was his eye.
Nah, he touched the side of his eye.
Yeah, not his ear.
Judge say, congratulations, you're not crazy, and it should have like streamers and confetti coming down on the document. So it looks like a piece of party stuff. That'd be great.
Does Kat have any certificates of that, or her mother, perhaps?
Nope.
Probably.
Nope. Or the sister.
Right. Alrighty then.
Well,
anyway, all right.
so
So we got a little bit of extra time. If you guys would like to chat, please tag me in the stream chat. If you contribute, I'll give you a shout out. Let's see what you guys want to talk about for the next few minutes. Remember, when the show ends, we're going to swap over to DSP Reacts for our React show this week, which actually should have some Easter theme stuff. Not a ton, but have some Easter theme stuff this week. Tyrone thinks I should do another playthrough.
Well, it did have Dan Schneider that you skipped.
I remember playing it, and even though I feel like it was good that I played it, so that way I got the references, because a lot of people always talked about it over the years, saying it was a classic. The game was so outdated and very frustrating to play. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy the gameplay at all. I was very rage-inducing some of the parts. I remember. So I probably would not play that again. All right, Dark Gaming, enjoy your React Day. I'll be doing drilling on Dragon's Dogma 2 for 10 hours. Well, there you go. Where do we go to put things into the suggestion box? This right here. I just did the command, and that should bring up the link where you can put into the suggestion box. We didn't have time to do it today, but we will probably be doing it, sometime in the near future. Usually we do it at least once a week. For some reason, it's not working. For some reason, it's not working. What happened to Nightbot? Is Nightbot working today?
It's like you, Phil. It's not working.
Nightbot sucks.
Actually, the Nightbot did do. Hold on. What the? Now, why is it that when you did it, it worked, but it didn't work for me? Did you see that? I did the command and it didn't work.
It doesn't like you, Phil. Nobody likes you.
So there it is. That's a suggestion box. You can post up there.
And Phil, what is it called when people give you suggestions and give you help and ideas? What's the word to encapsulate what that means? It begins with an F and ends in "eed back."
Or it sounds like your ack.
I guess I'm invisible to Nightbot.
Oh, it's not his ear. I thought it was his ear, but it's not.
Yeah, I know David Harbour was in that Gran Turismo movie. I just don't care. Like, I don't care about cars, nor do I care about the Gran Turismo franchise. So I don't give 2 craps about that movie. That's like
I've heard it's a decent movie. I've still not seen it, but I've actually heard it was not a bad movie, the Gran Turismo movie. But I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, it was okay.
Watchable,
it did blemish on some stuff, but
it's okay to. Yeah, is it one of those ones where it's worth a watch, but not worth having? Is it like one of those kind of movies it's worth a rent? If such a thing still exists.
Yeah, once you've seen it, that's it. It's like the Tetris movie. Once you've watched it, you're good.
Cool, yeah, okay. So it's worth a watch, but that's about it. Okay, yeah.
2 things I do not get
I haven't even looked at it.
Let me try this.
Let me try this. Touching my ear.
The command did work that time. I don't know. Nightbot just didn't do work. It didn't obey my command the first time, but now it's working. I don't know.
Oh, Amiga. Remember your homework from before?
What?
Who framed Roger?
Oh, did you have to watch a movie? Oh yeah.
Did you,
Where's that fuck sound effect?
where did you? Did you do your
I
homework,
forgot
young man?
I do have it rented still. I forgot to watch it.
Jesus.
We're 2 away from 200. I'm just saying.
Oh, you, Jesus fucking Christ, that's incredible. Let's hopefully Phil can do a couple more things to help us on our way to a full house in.
Whatever.
But was that a burp being suppressed? Hold on.
Oh, now we're at 200 now.
The command did work that time. I don't know. Nightbot just didn't do work. It didn't obey my command the first time, but now it's working. I don't know. Whatever.
That's a burp.
Yeah, it's a burp.
So that
Yep,
is
that
another
was a silent burp.
So
And a double burp.
So yeah, we have another free space thanks to you guys liking the stream again. We have over 200 likes, which is mental. Not only is that another free space, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation again. Made by supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate another 100 likes. Remember, keep an eye in the bottom right for Jasper to once again do his thing. Double tap that piggy prick. Oh, come on, Jasper! Good cat. And it's always satisfying every time. It's always satisfying. So we have 4 free spaces as things stand, which means that we are 2 away from a full house.
Just need 2 more.
We just need 2 more things to happen for a full house as things stand.
Not a huge deal. What are the commands we can use? I still have the Ask the King command, even though the show's defunct. I don't know why. You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of that now. I'm just gonna get rid of the Ask the King command because that show's not coming back at this point. Email, gift, Instagram, which is hilarious because I don't use my Instagram anymore either. Jasper, membership, Patreon, playlist, react, schedule, suggestion, throwback, tip, Twitter too, because I do have a backup Twitter account in case my first one ever gets shut down. Wish list. Oh my god, I still have a wish list command. I don't even think the wish list exists anymore. So I might have to undo that one. I don't think that wish list works. Let's see. I don't think this is gonna give me an error. What the
back, Bill?
Yeah. I'm just gonna get rid of this wish list. We accidentally have something added to a wish list that looks like hair products for my wife. She accidentally wants to put something on the wish list. I'll delete that.
Oh, I wish I
fuck what your wife wants.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. Screw her. She don't need that.
So randomly she had access to his Amazon wish list and she added hair products. Oh my god, so, you know,
But it's gone now.
You can imagine the normal wish list stuff, you know. Oh, the wish list stuff is like, oh, the Xbox Game Pass codes or whatever, you know, or PlayStation Plus codes, Nintendo Plus or whatever, you know, brand new PC or whatever, and then just in there randomly is like fucking black hair dye or something. Fucking curls and twirls accessories, fucking hell.
There. I'm just gonna get rid of the wishlist command because
DoorDash code.
we don't even use this. I don't even know how to access this. Like, I wouldn't even know how to add something to this. This is from like 7 years ago, this wishlist. I guess I'll get rid of the wishlist command. Let's do that.
He's a professional, remember.
There we go. And Xbox, the Xbox one is a funny quote from the launch of the Xbox Series S and X, where Xbox's social media account razzed me.
Oh, that razzed you, did they, Phil?
How professional.
16 years.
Yeah, see, I don't know anything about Sandland. Again, when everyone else was trying demos and doing stuff, I was busy with RPG Madness, so I never got to even try the Sandland demo or even know what it is. So I have no idea if I'd be interested in it.
Why has he not touched his ear yet? This makes no sense.
Lipshin says between now and the Elden Ring DLC in June, there's probably only going to be like one new game I'm interested in. If that's the case, good opportunity to go back and do things that I missed, right? Or go back and resume playthroughs that are on hold, or, you know, look at Game Pass and see what's available there that possibly people would want to see. Because I know there's a lot. It's just we haven't had opportunity to look at anything in 3 months. Ever since the end of January, when Like a Dragon came out, there's been no opportunity to do much of anything, right?
Even at that point, that was before everything kind of fell apart with YouTube and everything. I was putting a little bit of money into it. I was playing for the top cards. I was playing the shit out of that game, okay?
Yeah, there.
Yep.
What did I get for Easter? Any yummy candies? Nothing. And nothing. I'm an adult. I get nothing. Do I know what I get for my birthday? Nothing. You know what I'm going to get for my birthday? A nice cake from my wife, which I appreciate. That's it. Nothing else. I receive nothing.
Who
No one gives me
cares?
presents. No one sends me a card. No one cares. That's what happens when you're an adult. Nobody cares.
You get e-cards nowadays.
He is going to have a
Nobody loves you.
He's pretending that no one fucking cares about his fucking birthday. He's having a special birthday marathon again, so his fucking audience can fucking spoil him all day again.
Plus, he keeps bringing it up like a child.
Oh, for God's sake, who cares if it's your fucking birthday? Big fucking deal.
The anniversary is the one you should be concentrating on, Phil.
If his wife actually cared, she would actually get him something. Yeah, like that cardigan.
Yeah.
Did the Easter Bunny hide any eggs around my house? I hope not, because I'm not going to find them and they're going to be rotten.
Come on, Phil, that was a perfect opportunity for you to make a scat joke. You could have fucking done anything with that, you know. Easter Bunny has an egg up my ass, and that would have been borderline funny and would have ticked off the board. Would have been happy.
No Super Real Vibe says, Sea of Stars, Alone in the Dark, and Battlefront are the games you're currently excited to see me play. Okay. Well, you're definitely getting one of those this week. Actually, getting two of those this week for sure.
Not gonna lie, guys, we might need to get 300 likes. We might need to get 300.
Just saying.
We need two more things to happen, but Phil's not bothered to touch his ear. He's not said meaningful somehow. He's not mentioned word feedback, you know. He's not even done any scat
Or his
talk.
business, yeah.
I mean, we have hope for scat talk.
You think that would be mentioned because of the whole Q&A?
We have some hope for scat talk.
People want me to fall asleep.
Bear
Hell no,
in-
I'm not falling asleep.
I know, but bear in mind, scat talk, Phil, in between the recordings, he does sometimes be a bit detailed as to what he's going to do and what he needs to do. So we do have some hope for scat talk.
And business and feedback.
It's about gaming. My dad still sends me money on his birthday despite me telling him not to. I make 6 figures. I think it's more for him than me. Wow. Just tell him, you know, there's nothing wrong with a card as a sentiment, right? But why the money? That is kind of silly. If that's the case, just like donate it or something, right? Like go donate the money.
Well, naturally, parents...
That would have been a perp.
There you
go. You first.
I was just be saying, it's natural for parents to always look after their fucking children. Even if the fucking kids are saying, don't send us any money. A mother and father will naturally think themselves, I need to.
Or he could have probably said that it's meaningful for a parent to send their children money.
I mean, that's the dream, that's the wish. Let's rewind it like 10 seconds just to make sure I don't miss anything.
I think it's more for him than me. Wow. Just tell him, you know, there's nothing wrong with a card as a sentiment, right? But why the money? That is kind of silly. If that's the case, just like donate it or something, right? Like go donate the money.
Donate it to you?
Jasper is a cat. He doesn't know what an Easter egg is, so he doesn't know what you're talking about.
Jasper is a cat. I thought he was your son, Phil. I thought he was your son and he did blood works.
Until it comes with the blood work, and then or going away on holidays.
I guess he
then
is.
He's the burden.
Did Phil has Phil finally maximised the full $2,000 worth of how much, you know? Is this him not caring about Jasper anymore because he's fulfilled his usefulness from the $2,000 that he got from his debt?
Devastated, he's welcome.
Yeah. Time for Jasper to let time go.
Fuck you, Phil.
Okay, Derek's saying he's doing a multiple choice question about how well do you know DSP. It might be up to 14 questions. Okay. That's something we can check out during the marathon. Again, the marathon is such a casual thing.
Up to 14, eh? I thought 14 would have been too much for fucking Derek, but then again, that's a surprise.
Yeah.
Didn't really fucking liked it in the teens.
I thought it would have been 12, but anyway.
Yeah, I thought
that's just me.
Anything above 12 I thought would have been out of Derek's area of interest.
Just to check out, right? Cool. I received another tip. I got a $4.20 tip.
Oh, did you now?
Charisma. I'm tipping to see if this hotel Wi-Fi can hold up. The stream is kind of choppy for me, but I'm not paying for Wi-Fi. Today is the Trans Day of Visibility. I wish to say to treat every person as a human and to treat folks as you want to be treated. I've seen and been the victim of hate for existing. Shouldn't be this hard to be a good person. I'm always a person who says, listen, live and let live, right? Just everyone has the right to exist. Everyone has the right to be happy.
Apart from detractors who you fucking wished death upon, Phil. You said that we don't fucking have a right to exist on this fucking planet. So don't you fucking dare try and pretend you want fucking everyone to just live and let live when you fucking wish detractors to fucking not be around to fucking critique you and ruin your life, as you say.
Okay, and
the Thanos snap.
I don't care.
Oh, the lady Charisma's on the holiday? She's in a hotel?
You are. I don't care how you identify. What does it matter and why is it my business? That is actually
business. Business.
Oh, business.
Burger.
We are one. No, we're one away.
Oh, yeah.
We're one away.
Come on, baby.
We're one away.
Come on.
We are one away.
Give us one more. That way,
Touch your ear.
Alternatively,
that way,
300
DC-Dog can finally break the curse.
Alternatively, 300 likes and we've won.
Do it now,
Important
Phil.
question. Everyone should ask each other, why is it my business to be in your business? I don't understand that at all. I just don't. You know, do what you want for yourself, right? As long as it's within reason, doesn't hurt others around you. Like, if to make you truly happy, it means you walk down the street swinging a chainsaw over your head, chopping people's limbs off. No, I think that's a little extreme. But feel free to do with your life as you want. It doesn't bother me. It shouldn't bother me. I don't know why it would bother me or why it would bother anybody else. You know, be happy, be
Because
safe.
it's meaningful.
And no one should be judged for being a certain way. You know what I mean? I think everyone should have the ability to be
allowing you
free to just live. And if people would just be of that mentality, I think the world would be a better place. But sadly, everyone's always judging everybody else and saying my way is right. And if you're not in my line of thinking, then you must be wrong, right? It's my way or the highway, black or white, which isn't how life actually is. But a lot of people, their minds work like that. A very infantile way of thinking. Really, it's just like a kid thinks that they're superheroes and supervillains, and that's the world. It's like that's not the world at all, right? When I was a kid growing up, like, I want to be in the army. I want to be a police officer. I want to be this. And you grow up, you're like, oh shit, it's not. The whole world's not black and white heroes and villains. Like, why do people think that?
Very hard to
I just don't get it. You can agree to disagree on things. You can just let other people exist and be happy. Just leave everyone the fuck alone. How about that? That's a good mentality to live by, right?
It's a fucking bit of a negative mentality. Leave everyone the fuck alone. There's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with talking to people and engaging people and even fucking trying to get other opinions about things. Somebody might disagree with you. Talk to them. Get their fucking point of view, get their takes on it. You know, you get to fucking put your own takes forward. They get to hear your point of view. Sometimes people can learn things just from listening to something outside their own comfort zone and bubbles. Doesn't mean you fucking have to agree with them or whatever, but maybe some common ground in some capacity in some aspects sometimes. But Phil's like, nah, everyone is contrarian and whatever, just disagree, just shut them out and just let, you know, ignore them all. So, on you go.
You could even ask for feedback.
Yeah, I was going to say, just give feedback.
Or meaningful. You're free to live your life. Meaningful. Phil, the word is right there. Meaningful. Just say the word meaningful.
Yeah, allow me to explain.
Well, again, you guys all have the rights to your own opinions. I've always been a person who's just like, hey, do what you want. As long as it doesn't mean that it hurts me or my family, you know, feel free to do what you want with your life. You know? There you go. Although, I do find it weird that we have all these days overlapping now, right? I do find that weird. Yeah, it's like, why do we have, well, today is this holiday and this day of observation and a day of remembrance and this. It's like, what? Why are there 7 things today? How are we supposed to even remember half of them? It'd be nice if we could separate these things out. There's 365 and a quarter days or whatever a year. I think that's enough to have different days. I don't know. Why is everything the same day? That is confusing.
It just happens, Phil. Like how planets
See, already people now are arguing in chat
align.
about, oh, well, it's this day. No, it's this day. It's this day. That's the problem. But everything overlaps. Now everyone says, oh, well, my thing that I'm observing today is more important than yours. Why? What's the competition? Why is there competition? Stop with competition right now.
Phil, is your ear itchy?
Is it just a coincidence? Is it coincidence? Oh, see, I don't know how these things are all observed, right? I don't know what is when or whatever. I don't know. And it's funny because you got people who say things like, well, that's not real, and that's not real, and that's not real. They're all made up. No, they're all made up. You understand that, right? They're all made up. every holiday is a made-up day. You get that, right? Like, literally, every holiday is a made-up day. It can be observed whenever. It's not specifically that day. It could be any fucking day. It doesn't matter, right? In fact, some holidays have changed when they're actually observed over the years. If you didn't know that, you might think, oh, well, it's always that day. Well, actually, no. If you look historically, it might have used to be one thing, and then they changed it to be something else. I mean, we were just, if you remember, back in December, we were looking at the history of Christmas, and it literally explained actually Christmas's origins were the winter solstice and an actual pagan holiday that then was fused with another Christian holiday, and then so it became December 25th, but it actually originally wasn't. It was a different day. It was a different this and that. We factually can look at history and figure this stuff out. It doesn't matter what day anything is. It's all just made up days. Nothing actually happened on those specific days. You get it? We don't have the records to say, what day did Jesus Christ actually get birthed? We don't know. We never will know. No one was fucking writing that shit down and using the same calendars and everything back then. No one knows shit. We just...
Yeah, they fucking knew exactly what free gifts were given to him. I'm calling shenanigans and that, you know. I can't mind what day it was exactly, but I do know that these 3 random people brought him frankincense, gold, and myrrh. You know, it's like
the 3 kings?
I thought it was a few.
They were wise, apparently.
I thought it was like 3 random wise men fucking following some star because they were bored and I don't know.
No, they had a song and even we 3 kings of glory and
the kings. I think
that's where the movie 3 Kings.
But yeah, we don't know. We knew what they were given the fucking gift to the fucking wee baby Jesus. Right, it's the fucking second is born, but I don't know what day it was. I don't know. It seems a bit strange to not take a note of that particular detail.
just observe it whenever we feel like. It doesn't matter what day you do these things. It's not that big of a deal.
Say meaningful.
Like your day off,
Pick your ear.
your birthday,
Feedback.
anniversary.
Cat talk.
He hate me DSP superfans. It gives me $1. Says, on what issue do you think the right-wing argument of why we would accept someone who doesn't accept themselves? I don't know what you're talking about. Thanks for the $1 tip. What you talking about? Oh, good lord.
Thanks for the money, Tommy.
What are you talking about?
Who fucking cares?
Yes, I have no problem with people observing holidays. I don't observe holidays. Holidays are nice and they have big, different meanings for different people. You know, Easter is a huge,
Oh, meanings. Oh, we're so close to meaningful.
religious holiday in the Christian faith, and that's great.
Mm-hmm.
But I find that people that like they get so into it, right? Like, well, that's because it's this day. It's like, but it's not. There's no historical evidence that what you're saying happened on that day. You're observing the thing that happened that's been passed down through word of mouth and through texts and things. You don't actually know it's that date. They weren't even using that calendar back then. You realize that, right? Our modern calendar wasn't being used.
Unlike the
back
Game
then
of
when these things
Thrones
actually
calendar,
happened. So you don't know when
2012?
these things actually happened. You have no clue. It's ridiculous.
That's funny. Dickens.
No, that's right.
No, he
Remember,
has
we
to
saw
say
the
it.
video
I'll
during the
have to
React
explain.
show back in December that the date we celebrate Christmas on is not. There's no evidence that's actually when Christ was born at all. That it was a fusion. Back in the day, the ruler over in Rome or whatever, whoever it was, I forget if they said it was Caesar or somebody else, decided they wanted to fuse multiple holidays together into one big thing. So they took the Christian holiday or observance of the birth of Christ and they fused it with the date when there was the winter solstice and his pagan holiday. They like did an ultra fusion into this date of December 25th, but that doesn't mean that's when anything happened. And people just blindly like think that when there's zero evidence. Even if you ask right now, if you went to the Pope and you said, "Hey, was Jesus born on December 25th?" He'd be like, "I don't know." You're like, "What are you asking me that for? I don't fucking know." Okay, he wouldn't say fucking, but
I thought the general consensus was it was like born roughly in like fucking February or some pish. I might be wrong with that, but I thought like Jesus, like historically, they fucking believed it was around about the time of like February or March or some pish. You know, or something
Yeah, it
like,
wasn't
you know.
born.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't born in winter because it's too cold.
I mean,
Yeah.
no, it wasn't winter. Columbus in July, apparently. So there you go. Apparently, the common, the one common one is like July. So who knows? Who fucking knows?
but he was, I don't know.
Sorry. Things I swam out weird on the stream, but I think, you know. Columbus said July. Who's popping as well saying son and son of God, got translated wrongly. It's the son of God, and it refers to the winter solstice. Well, there you go. And Culum says that's to do with the stars used to find the way to be Jesus. I mean, who fucking knows? End of the day, you can turn water into wine. Sounds like a fun guy.
No one knows. No one actually knows the date because everything was different back then. Right? We observe it then. That's nice to have a date that everyone collectively observes. It doesn't mean anything happened on that day you don't know. Right? These holidays are being debunked. Well, the dates of holidays, again, it's fine to celebrate the occurrence, but the actual date it's observed isn't the significant isn't the date, it's the event. You understand? If you're a religious holiday and you're observing something that happened that's very important to your religion, great. But understand that it's not the date that's the thing. That's like semantics, right? The date is semantic. The event is the core of the what's going on. That's the meaning, right?
Meaningful.
I received a $5 tip from Thomas. He says, I don't get the chance to jump into a live stream often. Here's a small tip. I'm currently finished watching your Bioshock 2 playthrough from 2010. Wow, time flies. Ugh. That Bioshock 2 playthrough was something else. Full of bugs, crashes, frustration, and me just feeling like that game was so inferior to the original Bioshock. So, thank you for the $5 tip, Thomas. I appreciate that.
We just need one more thing. Come on.
Well, I got another $1 tip from Kirk talking about Ben Shapiro. That's definitely something I'm not reading. Thanks for the $1 tip, Kirk. Really, don't give two fucks about what that guy says. I might as well just listen to everything that comes out of someone's ass as they fart. Okay.
Guys,
Ooh,
Well, that's the
close to
talk.
scat talk.
do you think it is? Do you think that is scat talk?
Well, he said farting, so that is scat talk.
In that case,
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
remind us again how many free spaces we got. We've got burps, we have snorts, and we
4.
have 200 likes, and we have 4 squares.
Burger. 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 Burger.
Full house.
The curse has now been
How
lifted.
exciting.
The curse
Anyway.
has been broken,
It is
and it
over.
has to go to Mookie because she was the one that picked the number.
I thought it was you that picked the number 1313.
She picked 1317, and I said, well, we'll just make it 1313 for Star Wars. But Mookie suggested the 1317. So basically it was instigated by her.
For goodness sake, whatever. Well, we've won bingo, that's the main goddamn thing. We have a full house, which of course means we need to update this total. We need to update the total here. Give me a second here. The bingo prize fund, and this is the final tally, it will be $210. Now, we need to have a marble race now. We need to have a marble race to determine who gets that bingo prize fund. We'll bugger off from DSP. Who cares about DSP? We're done with DSP. It's all over. Otters. So let people enjoy Otters for a little bit. I need to set up the marbles stream. I need to get the new names added and all that jazz. And yeah, we will when we get a winner of the bingo, we will then determine afterwards.
Good.
You know, everything that we need to fucking determine. Remember, guys, if you've not added your name yet to the community post, link in the description of the live stream, do it now, or you won't have a chance to get to win the fucking bingo prize fund. I will be right back. I'm going to set up the marble stream. Oh, look at that wee otter with his big, massive, thing. He wants to. Is he going to? I thought. Nah, he gave up. He gave up. He's going to do something and then decided it's just too fucking too big. I got to decide about the otter. It's too cute. Guys, I will be right back. I'm going to set up marbles, and then when I come back from marbles, we're going to have the marble race to determine who wins the bingo prize fund. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Alright, everybody, we are back. And we have something interesting in store for you guys to determine today's bingo winner. We have 200 marbles. I have added all the most recent names. The last marble I added was, what was his name? Oh, for fuck's sake, I need to try and find his name so I can say his name. Is it Francisco? What's it? I don't know why. I like saying his name as well, and I completely forgot it. Even though I just added it. I can't remember his name, it's annoying me.
Oh, there, Francis.
Alejandro Facundo. I found you, wee bastard. That is the last marble name I have added to the list. Alejandro Facundo is the most recent marble name. There you go. So Alejandro Facundo is the most recent name. He was a 200 marble to be added to the list here. So we have 200 different marbles in this massive course. Now, this is a course with an average finish time of about 10 minutes or 11 minutes or so. This is a very long course. And as well as that, I will say it's not... People don't usually die on this course, it looks like, you know what I mean? At least not until the very, very end, where there's a big risk of death. But it is not impossible though, there should be a winner. But there will be a big gap between the very first marble and the very last marble. You'll see what I mean. The very start here, for example, if you go down the middle, you're laughing. There's a portal here. I'll start the race right now, okay? All these marbles are going to come down here, and then they're going to go through that portal. And when they go through that portal, they will come out of one of these 3 different other portals. If you're in the middle, you get a nice big head start, as long as you avoid those arrows. You go down the sides, you got to go around in a circle. You see what I mean? So yeah. And this is a lengthy race. What I will say is, if you are the first marble out, that might be a bad thing for you. Like if you're at the front at the start, that might not be a great thing. But as you can see here, there's marbles going everywhere across 3 different sides, and we have BR Joe and Dips in the middle, and Daniel Cannon just getting ahead of everyone. Getting thrown down the side here. He has got the early lead here. Winston, the VTuber Respector, is there as well. Joker Bunny 2. This might be bad news for Daniel Cannon. They might get stuck here, but they're getting thrown forward. So, yeah, this is the big one here. This is going to determine who wins today's fucking full house. The whole month we've been looking forward to this. Joker Bunny has taken the lead, but they have these blocks in the way. Joe McEachran. Joe McKecken maybe. Silent Weapons is there. Brian A is there. Larry's there getting bounced about as well. P's up there. What are they doing up there? We'll bounce down here and you'll see here a whole bunch of marbles. Oh, these two might be stuck. Larry might get stuck. There we go. They got out. You got all these blocks to slow people down. Jasper's Angels is up there. And Brian and A are somehow stuck between a little fragment. I think Jasper's Angels and Slivis are the 2 furthest forward people. There's Hipplecat there as well. You can see all these people getting together at the same time. We still have 200 marbles alive. No, but don't! Making the Big Boom somehow fell. How the hell did you fall? Making the Big Boom has fallen to their doom. We have 199 marbles now.
They did make the Big Boom.
They did indeed. Not in the way they would have wanted though. Profit!
No.
Profit is up there at the front. The mad lad is up there. As I said though, this is very early days in the race. Not a Cookie is up there as well. Yeah, Jasper's Angels on the outside here. We got Mr. Pika Fan, Johnny Cornbread, BR Joe's back in there. I got a whole bunch of people here as well, like Aiden Kane, Big Fucking Cheater, and Hingle McCringleberry on there as well. And this is a bit where they go back and forth here. This could take a wee while, as you can see here. So yeah, they're going to come down that, they go down that ramp, then go down that ramp, filter down through here, they go down there, up this elevator, then back out here. This is another area where people could potentially fall off if they're unlucky. Just because this bit here, you know, when you're coming out at the top or whatever is at this elevator, you might kind of hop out the sides here if you're not got any good luck to you. And these sweeping arms as well could be devastating. MRC Midnight is a front runner so far. Will they get out first or will they get held up? Dead Bears is the first one out here. Tacozilla not far behind, and Carty Tarty. Carty Tarty now. Blasts by everyone else. Mr. Pika Fan on the other side. Will they avoid these big massive rollers? It looks like Carter Tarty has indeed avoided that. But they're going to hit this thing down the side. It looks like no, they just managed to sneak on by.
No, he cleared it.
Carter Tarty speed running this shit now, and as you can see, they're building up a bit because look at how far behind Warren is, for example. You see what I mean? But I said there can be a big gap sometimes between first and last place. Sometimes it'll take a while for some of these people to filter through. But that should balance out in the end, in the grand scheme of things, because this thing can really hold people up if they get unlucky. Carter Tarty did not want to be in the middle of that, and they almost got through it perfectly, but now been sent back to the start.
Oh no, he got kicked back.
D-Dog, you're there.
It's me, Ree!
The fuck is D-Dog? So D-Dog, let's follow you, shall we? D-Dog,
How the hell did I come first?
I don't know.
Nope.
Well, you had a marble.
Am I not first anymore?
You had a 1 in 200 chance, so I guess there you go. Can you imagine if one of you two fuckers win this fucking thing? People would call them fucking shenanigans.
Yes.
People will be saying it's a fucking fix.
It would be red.
So this bit is just random moles popping up.
Roll, you bastard. Roll.
I think I'm going to have to keep up with SD now. Oh, SD got stopped as well. There you go. Wall popped up right in time for them. Giving D-Dog a chance to catch up and Heather P as well. Carter Tarty timed it perfectly. And they're blitzing on by.
Oh, he come back in the...
But they're hitting the block perfectly.
Yeah, hit that
so
block.
Yeah. Winston the feature, but D-Dog, look at you all of a sudden like a bat.
There I go. Oh, look, I'm overtaking everybody. Yes, go for the middle. Yes, yes. Get it up, yeah.
You're standing outside, which is where you want to be. And they're getting through there we go. Oh, this is going to be good. Mind you, we're only about halfway through. Bear that in mind. We're about halfway through here. And you have
I know.
Oh, this is bad for you. This is bad news for you. You're on the inside. Oh, you lucky bastard. You lucky bastard.
Yes. It's a great day for a motor race. Jackie Stewart.
This bit is hard to get out of. This is really hard to get out of this bit here. You want to get into the middle here because of the holes in the middle. And you might get stuck in here for a while, and other people are catching up with you. You want to try and get through. And
oh my god, it's like my laundry. I'm stuck in the spin cycle.
Yeah,
what the hell?
This is a really tough one. There you go, get around again. More balls are coming down. The Ottawa Insane's out, and so is Not a Cookie, looks like. There's a Jim Mar at 6. Quite a few of these marbles have made it out, and Beamer is the first one out. You are not far behind, though. Oh, you got held up with debris. The debris has held you up. Ottawa Insane is there. Not a Cookie has got hit into the middle, but they managed to get through it unscathed. No, they didn't. They got hit. Repsy is all of a sudden winning. Damn Ice and Jim R6 is there as well. Heather P out of nowhere.
Alright, I can't win it. Go for it, Heather P. Come on, Heather P.
All of a sudden, Heather P is pretending they can fucking win a race. Anytime I fucking.
I'm not even in the top 10 anymore.
Yeah, you're back there somewhere. Is that my name? Or is it a different king? I don't know. Yeah. But Heather P is currently in the lead.
Alright, who's winning?
Heather P is currently in the lead.
I was in the lead at one stage, but now it's Heather P.
We have lost 2 more marbles, by the way. We're down to 100. We're down to our final 197 marbles. Oh, and here come all the other marbles down the other side. Heather P was winning.
Come on, Heather, you can do it.
Heather P is still winning.
Heather.
Damn Ice is going to overtake.
Momentum's
Momentum's on their side. Tom and Sean Gonzalez and Jim R6 and those will go down the steps. Now the steps.
Hashimoto. Sneaky bugger.
There's Charlie there. The D-Dog, you're still back there somewhere. There you go. Trying to see.
I know.
Where's everyone else? Aviga, you're around just Prophet way back there. Prophet was in the lead at one point very briefly. All these marbles are coming out here. Here we go. We're just going to watch these 2 marbles, these 2 little routes here. And they're going to pop out the sides here. John C 000111. That's a very bot sounding name, but they are currently in the lead.
Only 3,000 owned.
And Ottawa Insane has gotten into the lead. Oh, they've been held up, though. This is nightmare fuel. Look how slow you go if you get caught in the middle of this. You want to obviously get down the outside like this double forward slash guy. And Nan! The end is in sight.
Nan goes on the outside.
Okay, this is the end, guys. The end requires you to go down the middle perfectly, slowly, and drop into the end. If you don't do that, you'll get filtered down here and get sent through a portal to try again. The portal is back up there. The portal's here. So basically, the very end of this race requires you to go down the middle perfectly and land in the middle. Charlie almost made it, but he fell short. We need a marble to go down this perfectly flat. Who's that? Mr. Pika fan? Or John C, the bot? No, Mr. Pika Fan has won. Mr. Pika Fan has won.
Mr. Pika Fan does it.
We have a winner. Mr. Pika Fan has won the marble race. Second place, right behind him was John C. 000111. Third place was Grady.
And Mr. Pika Fan's here.
Third place was Grady. Fourth place was Dez. Fifth place is Bill Brasky, looks like. Congratulations to Bill Brasky. Sixth place is to be determined. It might be Big fucking Cheater. They might be able to get sixth place. There you go.
You're the big fucking cheater.
Yeah, that's her name. that's her name. We might not even get any more finishes. I mean, no, there's one here actually. It looks like the Mad Max. The Mad Max will finish 7th place. Nerd Farmer will finish 8th place. Are we going to get a top 10? We may only get top 8 because that death fire's coming.
Things chasing after him, yeah.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is we have a winner. Mr. Pika Fan
5,
has
4,
won.
3, 2,
there you go.
1.
But Mr. Pika Fan, 1, 2,
We
9.
had 9. Yeah.
You have won this month's bingo, I should say. Not even today's bingo, this month's bingo. Are you in the chat right now, Mr. Pika Fan? If you are, then congratulations and all that jazz. And yeah, let's fucking celebrate good times and all that jazz. I must say.
It was here earlier.
They might not be here now. As a confirmation, here are the 8 finishers of that race. Mr. Pika Fan, John C. Numbers, Grady, Dez, Bill Brasky, Big fucking Cheater, the Mad Max So Free, and Nerd Laver. Bloody hell, what a race. So yeah, Mr. Pika Fan, I guess the best thing I can think of doing, like obviously, I mean, I don't know if you're here right now, I will make a community post urging you to try and get in touch with me, either via email or Discord or Twitter or anyway. So yeah, it's definitely important to try and establish contact with you so we can try and sort this bingo prize out for you. But yeah, I mean, the worst case scenario, if I don't hear from Mr. Pika Fan, is the money goes to charity. That's basically it. I thought I'd say it before Kulump would try and get dibs. Kulump says dibs, I get it if he doesn't claim it. No. Nice try. But yeah, but Mr. Pika Fan is fairly regular, to be fair. You know what I mean? They usually are on here every other day or whatever. They're on today, for example.
Yeah,
you know, so
like I said, they were here today. So
yeah. What I will do is I'll definitely keep an eye out for them over next tomorrow, for example. We're back playing bingo tomorrow. In the prize fund, of course, will reset and all jazz. But we'll see if we can hear back from Mr. Pika Fan and everything else, and we'll get everything sorted behind the scenes in that regard. Guys, I am going to wrap things up there. Let's get out of this fucking marble race menu. Mr. Pika has won. Congratulations to them. They won it for March. And we're going to end, of course, with Otters, delightful Otters on screen. This has been a very, very robust and meaningful day of bingo. Not only did the streak end, not only did the Vega and D-Dog manage to fucking break that streak and break the curse of never winning a fucking bingo, we also... stream's dying. Are we okay? Are we okay? The stream's dying.
We're back.
We're back, yeah. That was me. That's a problem on my end. That was a problem on my end. I don't know what happened there. Just all of a sudden disconnected all of a sudden, you know, but yeah, that was issues with me. But I think we're back now. I'm glad that happened right at the end, pretty much as we're saying goodbye. Anything you guys want to say before my internet dies again?
I think you can go first.
I was going to say the curse is broken.
I was actually saying that.
And people are saying blame below.
I don't know what the last thing that was heard from me was, but I was just basically saying it was a very meaningful, robust day of bingo because the curse was broken, the streak is over, you know what I mean? You guys finally won, and we got to fucking reward our fucking first bingo victor as well with Mr. Pika Fan, and everything else. But yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Big ups to Mr. Pika.
Yeah, but guys, thank you to the both of you for joining me on what was late notice. It was quite late notice, and it wasn't a spur of the moment kind of win thing, but I thought, why not? You know what I mean? It's going to be a good day anyway for bingo regardless.
Indeed.
You know, and yeah, this has been a fantastic bingo day, whatever. You guys, that's what I'm saying. We can, and obviously doing these kind of giveaways as well is because you guys have been so generous overall. You guys have been super supportive, and I'm able to give back, and it's just kind of one of those things where it's like I can go towards other people, other detractors. I can go towards charity as well and all that jazz. So it feels like we all win it in this kind of. We can, it's being able to give back is a good thing as well. We start again tomorrow, April the 1st, April Fool's Day. We begin it all over again. The bingo prize fund will reset back to 0, and throughout the month of April we'll do our best to build up the bingo prize fund again, and we'll see who gets to win it at the end of April. But yeah, I'm going to wrap things up there. And that'll be the end of the end of the stream, end of the weekend. Anything you guys want to promote or plug or anything in general before we bugger off?
I stream. That's it. Or make content.
Yeah, have you got to stream something?
And he's also going to be doing on Phil's birthday.
Next
So
Saturday.
if he needs a wingman,
Yeah.
I'm available.
Next Saturday, if you get, and probably D-Dog because he does that, just to do the bingo stream next Saturday when Phil Burnell's celebrating his special birthday celebration. But yeah, and if you get a stream like
That's not going to be a fun time.
yeah, and if you get a stream as well, like I say, like during the week as well, if you will sometimes be streaming as well. There's no real set schedule, but sometimes during the day you're doing it. When I say do it during the day, I'm saying that from a British perspective. You know, it's like, it's about 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. in the afternoon in the UK, and all of a sudden Aviga was streaming. And I was like, oh, there's an Aviga stream on. So yeah, that's why I say during the day. From my perspective, it's during the day. For Aviga's perspective, I'll be like, I don't know, like fucking middle of the night maybe.
And on a school night where he comes from, so yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, but it's always good to catch an Aviga stream and trying to derail him as best as possible. It's always fun to try and derail Aviga. And it's very easy to do as well, I must say. But yeah, of course, guys, I am going to end things how I always end things, by playing Notorious PIG contributions, maybe the supremely talented Pixar animations. Guys, thank you once again for all your help with the card. Thank you for keeping me writing the card. Thank you to my special guests for also keeping me writing the card and making sure to count burps and everything else, and making sure I don't miss anything properly.
And the 200 likes, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you guys also encouraged the 200 likes. It earned that extra free space, which fucking got us over the line. Right before Phil was trying to finish your podcast, we got to the end. We got to the fucking every fucking square ticked off. And yeah, also as well, thank you very much for the contributions, guys, the super chats and the members and everything else. It's greatly appreciated. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow for some more bingo antics as we watch two otters fight to the death. But yeah, I do hope you all enjoy the rest of your Sunday, however you should spend it, and I will catch you all tomorrow for some more bingo. Until then, guys, have a good one. And I'm going to let my two special guests end the stream.
Bye. Have a wonderful time.
I can't do anything with my soundboard. Fuck it. It was going to be like, oh my god, from JoJo, but I can't do it.
That was a nice try. It's a thought that counts. Goodbye.
Say Ivega's name next time, DSP.
Say his goddamn name.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.